俺30。
Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. Okay. Gonna slowly ease the music in. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully. If it's working, please do let me know. But assuming that everything is okay. Hey everyone, it's DA Capt-Jules here and hope you are doing wonderful. And yes, welcome to another Comfort X something session over here. Yeah, this time we're gonna be doing the Comfort Show sharing session. Yes, there is a lot of S's by the way, but yes, you guys will understand why I use the word show later on as I elaborate more on what we're gonna be doing. So yes, we're gonna be sharing comfort shows for today. Yeah, we have quite a few picks from some of them are from your boy over here, and some of them are from the community, from our friends in the chat. So yeah, I have to say these look pretty interesting. I've never seen those before, so yeah, looking forward to seeing what you guys have. And yeah, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to keep the mic hot. There will be some points where I'll be just amazed or deep into whatever is gonna happen on screen. But I will try my best to just talk and maybe share my thoughts and initial impressions as well, because apparently, going back to the comfort song sharing session a few days ago, apparently didn't turn out so well compared to the previous sharing session, because some of the songs got tagged for copyright, and it's apparently blocked in certain territories. It didn't specify what territories, but enough for some people to not be able to view the VOD. And yeah, that was a bit of a shame. Had to do a bit of a workaround, but yeah, at least it's a learning experience, I guess. So yeah, at least I know, okay, that is my line, and I have to try my best not to touch that line, right? But yeah, it should be okay. It should be alright. But I will go through what will be our plan for today's stream, so that hopefully it doesn't happen again. If not, then well, we will have to find a way moving forward if we do continue this kind of content. Yeah, because it seems like I would like to think that it has been doing quite well. Like, you guys are participating, and really, as long as you guys are participating, you guys are enjoying yourselves, that to me is considered a success, right? So yeah, hopefully we get to fine tune all of this and just be able to have a good time with ourselves. But yeah, with that said, yes, hey AnimeKawaiiChan, welcome. Also, Ayurisu, but I believe you are looking right now because yes, Ayu is currently streaming Night's Journey into Dreams. Wait, let me just make sure yes. Oh wait, Night's Journey of Dreams. Okay, Night's Journey of Dreams. Ayu's currently doing that right now. So yeah, let me just drop them a shout out real quick before we continue on with what's gonna happen today. Yes, and I believe Frosty is still doing that cooldown thing, which is I thought we got that fixed, but I guess not. But anyway, AnimeKawaiiChan is your go-to for all things cozy and kawaii. This magical girl VTuber brings a wholesome vibe to her streams, whether she's exploring the fantasy world of Fields of Mystria or diving into the official release of Fantasy Life. Join her for some anime-inspired adventures and cute moments. Yes, AnimeKawaiiChan over here, yeah, she was playing was it Fields of Mystery? Let me just double check, because sorry, my brain gets a bit mixed up with certain names. So yes, that's gonna make sure that I got the name right. Yeah, it's Fields of Mystery. Okay, yes. Yeah, I did manage to catch a little bit of a stream because before I got zonked out, and I do have to apologize, guys. On a related note, regarding what happened yesterday is so I was ready to start stream, and I was thinking, okay, I had a pretty bad headache at the second half of my day. Like, okay, it was pretty bad, but I should I don't feel tired or drained out. That's the thing, right? So I felt like, okay, I should be able to power through it, but it just wasn't happening. Like my body just said, no, you really shouldn't do anything. Like, yeah, no movements out of you, and it's like, I hate that feeling because I would like to rest. Like, you know, if I should rest, then yeah, I should really rest. But it's a point where I can't rest because the pain is that bad. Yeah, so I was like, okay, what do I do now? Yeah, so I had to like, I went to do some work. Yeah, like went to do some work. You know, check out a few of my other friends' streams. Like, if I can't stream, then I might as well watch. You know, watch my friends, or what I still can. Yeah, and yeah, it was just an experience. Even until today, I don't think I fully recovered. Like, yeah, I'm still not my 100%. Yeah, I'll just put it right there. It's still not a good vibe. But with that said, I will try to keep the good vibes in the stream, nonetheless. Yeah, let me just check, is everything functional? And the music has gone quiet. Yeah, so okay, Frosty is still yeah, still doing the cooldown thing, which is not what I liked. Okay, so yeah, okay, apparently music is not in, so let me just fix that real quick. Okay, and I think I know why. Let me check. Okay, hold on. Okay, is there any music playing right now? Okay, is there any music playing right now? Okay, is there any music playing right now? Okay, is there any music playing? Okay, I'm gonna assume yes. Yeah, I think the playback is showing. Okay, so alright, anyway, yes, let me just shout out Ayurisu out real quick. Yes. So as I mentioned before, Ayu is currently playing Knight's Journey of Dreams right now. She's also a good friend and a fellow VTuber, also doing stuff for the To Write Love on Her Arms charity. So yes, if you guys want to check that out, please feel free to. Of course, if you guys want to still stay over here, yes, I will greatly appreciate that. But yeah, yes, we are currently on our last day. Actually, it is currently 31st of May. So yes, it is the last day of our charity campaign, charity fundraising campaign for To Write Love on Her Arms. So yes, let me just pull up the page real quick so that yes, we will do this thing for the last time. And I've forgotten to log in once again, so let me let me do that later. Alright, so yes, To Write Love on Her Arms. So it is a non-profit movement dedicated to presenting hope and finding help for people struggling with depression, addiction, self-injury, and To Write Love on Her Arms exists to encourage, inform, inspire, and also to invest directly into treatment and recovery. So yes, so for this entire month of May, aka also Mental Health Awareness Month, yes, me and a few other VTubers and streamers, yes, we are raising funds for the charity. And yeah, I've been playing some cozy games, doing more comfort related content, like, you know, as you guys have been seeing for the past few weeks. Yeah, so this is all part of the charity fundraising campaign, and so far I believe we have raised about 7,000 or 7,000 plus US dollars, and that was like, whoa, that is amazing. And you know, for us, you know, in our little corner of the internet, we managed to gather $150 for the charity, and that is just as amazing because yeah, I never thought that we would be able to, you know, gather that much, you know, in that amount of time, which again, I am really grateful for you guys for doing so. But yeah, there's what else is there that I need to say? La 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 la. All right. Yeah. So yeah. Let me just pull up the image up real quick. So that yeah. Because this is our last day to gather funds, so you know, only fair that yeah, I just give you guys a little nudge, a little reminder. But of course, that little reminder includes the disclaimer that it is no pressure. So yes, what do we have here? We have, I need to update this list. Oops, I forgot to do that. My bad. Okay, so yes, we have some community goals. You know, if we reach certain milestones together, then yeah, we'll do a certain thing. So the ones in red are those that are already fulfilled. The ones in yellow are the ones currently active right now. And the ones in green, yes, those are gonna be happening in either right now or in the near future. I know that it is literally the end of May right now, but unfortunately, because of schedule, yeah, I wasn't able to like fit all the community goals in. I wasn't even able to fit all my original plans in. Yeah, so that was quite interesting. But yeah, with that said, we are still gonna be, you know, doing all of these together. So yeah, don't worry guys, I can assure you I will keep to my promises. I'll keep to my word. I will do all of this because we have achieved these community goals together. So yes, as you guys can see under the $80 line, yes, we are gonna be doing the comfort show sharing, aka today. And yeah, the rest we will plan accordingly, but it should be soon. It should be soon. Well, with that said, there's also more community goals that we can achieve. So yeah, as you guys can see, it's not highlighted because yeah, you know, it still hasn't been unlocked yet. But we'll see how this will go. So yeah, you know, more comfort sharing sessions, maybe a few watch-alongs, a few brainstorming and designing here and there. Yeah, if we can unlock them, then that would be great, and I will love to do all of these. And besides that, we also have incentives as well. So yeah, if an individual person donated a certain amount, that individual person will get you know, a certain number of rewards depending on how much they donated. But having said that, absolutely no pressure. You guys, if you guys just want to vibe, you know, and contribute in other ways besides money, that is already more than enough. I would appreciate that. Yeah, so having said that, if you guys just want to know more about the campaign, the donations, and the community goals, you just need to type the charity command over here, and yeah, you guys will get the thingy over here. Yeah, so this will be our last day, and oh yes, yeah, I should also give a nudge towards this. Let me get the form up. Yes, so yeah, this is the Google form. Not Google form. Is it called Google form? Yeah, Google form. If you know, if you want to throw in your suggestions. So this is the third link from the command. So yes, community goals. Yeah, so dramatic save forward copy pasta reading. It will be done at the end of every stream. It will be clipped as well, so yes, it will be forever immortalized. Or if you want me to do a certain script, that is fine as well. There's no due date, but considering it is the end of the month, then yeah, I will be doing all of this. No, I will be doing this all the way till we finish our final community goal. So it will probably be probably in the middle of June, I guess. Yeah, so until then, please, I encourage you guys to just throw whatever copy pastas, whatever scripts you all want me to do a dramatic reading of. I would love to do it because yeah, it's actually quite funny, and surprisingly, it got a lot of views, both on YT and Instagram. I was like, huh, that's interesting. I didn't know people like that. So okay, yeah, I would love to do more of them. Yeah, and we also have the time capsule stream, which was originally yesterday. I do apologize for that. Where you can write a message to your future self. I'll put it together in a collage alongside the doodles that, you know, anyone who gave me a request, I will do the doodle accordingly. yeah, so these two will be in a dedicated stream together, and yeah, we'll put it out somewhere, probably in the socials. And then 1 year later, we're gonna revisit it. So yeah, tentatively I put it to 7th of June. So that is next week. So I'm really hoping that I won't fall sick again, and yeah, we can just do the encourage each other, that kind of stuff. I would love to do that. And yeah, also, not gonna lie, I am a bit nervous because it will be my first art stream. And I'm already quite insecure about my art, both the process and the result. So hopefully that it will be a way to ease ourselves into things. So yeah, please feel free to just give me any suggestions. I would love to do that. Also, hey Ophelia Bell, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, how's it going? Yeah, you're still on cooldown, so that's unfortunate. So yes, okay, so yes, please do check out Ophelia Bell, good friend, also a fabulous artist. Yeah, I think you guys will have a cozy time together. Sleepy after work. Oh no. Come Ophelia, I send you head pats and hugs. Oh yeah, I hope you at least able to get some rest though. Yes, it's not good to push yourself too much. As your boy has learned in the past week. Fun. But yeah, so hopefully that will be done next week. Yeah, but we also have some things over here. So this will be decided today after the stream. Not after the stream, at the end of the stream. So yes, you guys are free to suggest what should my new redeem be. And this will be permanent. It will be available even after May. So yeah, as long as it's within reasonable means, yeah, just feel free to suggest in the form. And also, what will my next game be? Yeah, I will leave it up to you guys to, suggest a game. If it's something that I can access, then yeah, I don't see why not, right? I will do it for stream. All I ask is that if it's a long form game, like a very long game that you have to dedicate hours into, just understand that I might not be able to do that. So yeah, just a little heads up. Oh yeah, this is all under the form. Oh yeah, there's also, yes, comfort insert subject sharing here. So yeah, this is where you guys can give in your suggestions on like, oh, this is my favorite comfort show. It could be a movie, it could be a web series, anything, any medium, to be honest, as long as it makes you entertain, cozy, anything, right? So yeah, feel free to suggest it over here. But since this is the dedicated sharing session now, you guys are free to do that in the chat as well. So yeah, feel free. And of course, if there's any suggestions, issues, yeah, throw in your feedback over here, then that is perfectly fine. So yeah, again, you can just summon the form through the charity command, like over here. Yeah, like !charity, and you will get the thing. Or hey, if you want to, even donate to the cause, that is perfectly fine as well. But of course, no pressure. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what you guys have. I will check every now and then, and of course at the end of the stream, so that we, we cover our bases, no one gets left behind. So yeah, hopefully we get to see some interesting things from you guys, because you guys are so creative. I have faith. Ophelia says, hope you're feeling better though. Yeah, I won't say I'm 100% better, but it is a lot better than yesterday. Like, yeah, that was. Whew. And don't worry, I drank my water. I drank lots and lots of water. I had to use the washroom quite a few times too, but hey, at least it worked out well in the end? Question mark. Yeah, it's just the weather has been quite a killer. And I don't mean that in a exaggerated sense. It's really bad. But yes, speaking of drinking water, hydrate yourselves. Let me go get a quick sip. I guess since we are on the subject, yeah, I mean, before we starting off, question of the day, so that, you know, maybe any newcomers who came in, yeah, you guys can answer this for yourself. Question of the day will be, and I realize I haven't been consistent whenever I do this kind of stuff. I should really fix that. So, question of the day is, what is your favorite comfort show? Alright, message has been pinned. Alright, we're good. So yeah, okay, let me see. Is there anything else I missed out? No, I think I'm good. Yeah, let me just close a few tabs. Let me do that privately. So let me just pull up the image first. Yes, no worry, it's all minor stuff, but it is something that I get embarrassed by, so no, let me just close that real quick. Okay, I think that's good. Right. Okay. So let me pull up the wheel. Where is the wheel? Alright, let me just close the ads. Okay, there we go, wheel. Alright, so yes, one of the things that we've unlocked for community goals is that someone will request something for me to do for every stream of the month. So this is one of them. Actually not one of them, this is the one. So for every stream while this is going on, we'll spin the wheel, we will pick a Pokemon type, and I will pick my favorite Pokemon of that type. I will share a little bit about it, and then have that Pokemon join me for the rest of the stream. So yeah, we have currently 8 types left, and yeah, let's see, who do we have? Now, I'm not quite sure what to do with the remaining 7 types because May has ended. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so we have fairy type. Let's see, favorite fairy type. Let me think. Okay, Togekiss is one of my favorite flying types, but well, it initially started off as a normal flying type, and then it became fairy flying. So okay, that's my pick, I guess. All-time favorite is probably Togekiss. There's also, let me think. Let's check Bulbapedia because my memory is so bad. Yeah, but what about you guys? What's your favorite fairy type? Fairy type Pokemon. Yeah, let me rephrase that. Let me think. Nope. I mean, some of them I'm okay with. Won't exactly say favorite because yeah, I didn't really spend much time with them. Okay, Mimikyu is cute. But I won't say it's my favorite. Huh. Oh, let me just double check that again. Because I'm trying to think. Like, fairy type Pokemon that I have a strong attachment towards. And so far, it seems like it's only Togekiss. Like the rest, I have to make this clear. It's just a case of I don't have any strong feelings towards the other Pokemon. I don't dislike them. It's just that never got a chance to, you know, interact that much with them. If you guys catch my drift. But yeah, I guess it might be Togekiss. I do like Gallade, but Gallade is psychic fighting, so yeah, I guess that doesn't really count. Okay, I guess maybe Klefki. Yeah, I do like Klefki. I mean, considering what you know, what's my motif. Yeah. I guess I have good memories with Mimikyu, but I won't say it's like my favorite. Man, I really need to spend more time with fairies. I do say I do like Tinkerton's design, and yeah, and I have to say, when I was drawing that Mega Tinkerton design for IU, because she redeemed it for, you know, from the channel points. Yeah, I have to say it was a pretty fun experience. So yeah, I guess there is a certain, you know, attachment towards Tinkerton. Yeah, I guess for now, yeah, I guess it's mainly Togekiss. The ones I just mentioned, yeah, they do have certain memories. I won't say it is as strong, but they are still good memories. So yeah, I guess Togekiss will be joining us today. Man, I really need to spend more time with fairy types. Okay, let's see, can I get a PNG? Alright, period, you have served us well. But now it's time to switch to Togekiss. And it fits so nicely. Yeah. Okay, so yes, we have our buddy ready with us, and yeah, we are good to go for the sharing session. So yes, with that said, yeah, I guess I should put up the disclaimer, like what we are gonna do. So yes, everyone, welcome to the comfort show sharing session. Yes, I know I've been yapping for the past half an hour, but hey, bear with me, we're doing okay, a lot better compared to the previous sessions. So okay, how is this going to work? So I will try to watch the videos, you know, because some of you guys have sent me some links, and I'm hoping that I don't get bonked, but I should be able to tell while the stream is happening. So we'll watch. I will still try to commentate and react, you know, because it is technically transformative work, I guess. And you guys are also free to share your thoughts so that, you know, we can keep a conversation going. Yeah, like if that's possible, then that would be great. If not, then well, we will cross that bridge when we get it. I believe we can just you know, continue on from there. Yeah, if that Sonic Rivals experience is anything to go by, if I just get off a copyrighted video, yeah, then my stream will just continue as normal. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't need to happen. And yes, I also try my best to keep the VODs up. Feel free to share your shows while the stream is happening too. It's not too late. I would like to think that, yeah, we still have time. We should be able to, you know, share any last minute additions. But to keep it fair to people who already submitted, they will only be played and talked about after all the shows in this list has been finished. Yeah, just to be fair to everyone. And yeah, the reason why I put the word show is because it can be a TV show, it can be a film, live action, animation, shorts, web series, anything goes. Yes, and you guys will see what I mean when I get to my points. So yeah, with that said, yeah, like always, please do read the rules, make yourselves comfortable, and yeah, let's go. So yes, this is my personal list. Is as always in a 3x3, and I'll admit there's quite a few anime over here, a few Japanese properties, and today I say, well, what do you expect? I am kind of a weeb, so yeah, I have to say this list is a little bit tricky to diversify. Because I'll admit, while I was doing the music sharing session, I deliberately chose as many variations as possible, like in terms of categories. Because I'm like, okay, I don't want to be known as just the guy who listens to Japanese music and watch anime and play games. Like, no, I did get exposed to other stuff, you know, in my past 27 years of growing. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. But when it comes to shows, it's a case of like, okay, who am I kidding? I do watch a lot of anime, and you know, a few non-anime you know, media as well. But it's still there's still a certain leaning towards anime, if you guys catch my drift. But then again, no shame of course. So yeah, if you guys have any you know, comfort shows, yeah, just feel free to share and I'll be glad to do it. So yes, let's start up with the first one on our list. We have WALL-E. It's an animated feature film, of course, in 2008. So this movie has been out for 17 years. Yeah, for me, when I was you know, looking through my list of films and shows that I've watched, when it comes to movies, especially in animated movies, there are two that comes to mind. One is this, another one is Ratatouille, and both of them are produced by Pixar Animation Studios for Walt Disney Pictures. I believe Ratatouille is directed by someone else, but for WALL-E is directed by Andrew Stanton. Yeah, so this is a romantic sci-fi show. Yeah, features this little guy, WALL-E, who's a lone trash compacting robot in an abandoned Earth. This is Earth like who knows how many years into the future. So yeah, WALL-E here, yeah, he collects trash, compresses them into cubes, blocks, and he just keeps on stacking. Until one day he meets this sleek little robot named Eve, who is sent to Earth to scan for, you know, life, right? And yeah, it's quite sweet. It's a very quiet show. There's not much dialogue, I would say, in the first half, until the second half of the movie, where the spoiler, they were sent onto the ship and interacted with humans. Yeah, then that's when, yeah, there's a lot more talking in the movie. But regardless, it is still pretty heartfelt, very hopeful, because yeah, when you're in a very desolated version of Earth, yeah, you will feel like, oh, things are doomed. Everything is gone, devoid of life. But no, there is still a chance. There is still hope. Yeah, you know, because there is the existence of like humans. As later on, there's also plant life. So yeah, it is a sign that, okay, not all is lost, right? Yeah, so this plant here is very important. And yeah, I won't go into too much spoilers, you know, just in case anyone wanted to watch the film. 17-year-old film, but you know, anything can happen. So yeah, it's a very nice film. I love the pacing. It starts off slow, feels a bit slice of life, until Eve comes in, and yeah, that's like the inciting incident, right? Eve comes in, and then WALL-E's entire story just changes. It just continues on, right? Because he's starting to understand about what Eve is actually doing, what's her objective, her motive, and then eventually it goes into a much grander scale. Like initially it's just these two robots, and then it expands to, you know, space, the spaceship, the people inside, the other robots. Yeah, eventually it affected the entire world. So yeah, that is pretty interesting. It feels like a slow, gradual climb, like in terms of rising stakes, and I like that. And the soundtrack, again, I mean, considering a lot of, like, you know, Disney films, even Pixar, when it comes to soundtrack, I felt that there is always a certain magical charm to it, and WALL-E definitely does that as well. So yeah, what else can I say about WALL-E besides the fact that, yeah, I just like the movie that is simple to understand, that yeah, it is a robot who has been doing his job like for the past God knows how many years, and then slowly finding a purpose besides just collecting trash. And I like that, and just the little gestures that it does, it's so childlike, very innocent. I like that, and whenever I watch this film, I just felt a little warmer inside, and also trying to pray, like really praying that Earth doesn't turn out that way. Yeah, if we can avoid, you know, being surrounded by trash, I think that would be great. So yeah, we have a trailer. So I'm gonna be playing the trailer. I'm gonna turn down the music right now. Yeah, so that we can watch it together. You guys at least have a rough understanding on what is WALL-E exactly, and hopefully I don't get bonked by certain corporations. But we should be okay. We should be fine.
700 years into the future, mankind will leave our planet, leaving Earth's cleanup in the hands of one incredible machine.
Yes, this guy.
His name is WALL-E.
Yeah, so
After all these years,
I think even the, okay. Oh, my bad. Okay, I just realized something.
WALL-E.
Like, no, not the spacebar. Okay, don't press the spacebar. Got it. Okay, I just realized something. Okay, they said one robot, hands of one robot, but you guys can see from the picture over here. Wait, hold up.
His name.
There are multiple robots. Yeah, so WALL-E is not the only one. Yeah, think about that.
Name is WALL-E.
Trailer line.
After all these years, he's developed one little glitch. A personality. He's extremely curious. And just a little bit lonely.
Man, I felt that.
All that is about to change.
Yeah, so this is Eve. Much sleeker, much more modern. And she can fly. Also, I have to say, yeah, also very deadly. that part got me laughing when I first saw it back as a kid. Oh right, I forgot that the cockroach is there. Right, from the humans. Ah yes, space. Oh, that scene still looks so beautiful.
Arrest that robot.
Yeah, so yeah, once it gets to a spaceship, there is a lot more talking.
10 seconds to self-destruct.
Bye, WALL-E.
You are now free to move around the cabin.
Just a trim? You look gorgeous.
From the ordinary. Okay. I did not notice that. I remember this. Look at this innocent little boy. And then he got crushed by trolleys. Nice. For WALL-E. So yeah, that is the WALL-E trailer, and yeah, man, watching this again makes me feel 17 years younger. Yeah, so it's not a spoiler if it's already in the trailer that yes, there are still humans who are still alive, just that they are in a very big spaceship, and yeah, Earth is long. I won't say it's long gone. It's just that it's quite not in a good state. So yes, please guys, we all hopefully we can make sure that the Earth doesn't turn out that way. I meant that as for individuals, but also for the higher ups in certain places, if you guys catch my drift. So yeah, that was War E. Let me move on to Johnny versus the World. So yes, I wasn't kidding when I said that it can be a movie, it can be a TV show, it can be a web series. Yeah, so this is a web series actually. So yeah, this is okay. Let me just turn back the music. Okay, so this is some call me Johnny. He's a YouTube personality. Yeah, personality is I guess that's a proper word. So yes, he does a lot of content, mostly game reviews. So his video series is called Johnny versus the World, named after, you know, the Scott Pilgrim versus the World movie, I believe. I think it was a movie. Yeah, so Johnny versus the World, he reviews a whole bunch of games. Also, yes, the man's name is one Johnny Ortiz. So some call me Johnny, that is his username. So yeah, he does a lot of game reviews, game analysis, commentary, yeah, and very funny guy. I love watching his videos. It's also very relaxed, very relaxing, very informative, very nostalgic. Yeah, because the games that he review, yeah, they are usually from, you know, the more retro side of things like Sonic, Final Fantasy, Castlevania. Actually, that was how I got introduced to Castlevania. Metroid also how I got introduced to the series. It's also from his videos. And yeah, and a few others. Yeah, but besides that, he also does like animations, live streams, and let's plays. You know, back in the mid to late 2000s, let's plays were a thing before streaming really took off. Yeah, he was doing let's plays yeah, with his friends, with, you know, through two channels, the Super Gaming Brothers and Brain Scratch commentaries. Yeah, and they're still going on right now. So yes, has been more than a decade. So yeah, I have to say, he, to me personally, he has a very calm tone, and his deep dives, they are so chill and yeah, at the same time very informative. Like whenever I watch his videos, I felt like I came out learning something, and it's something that I will actually enjoy. Yeah, and he also goes very in depth. Like he goes into the production background involving certain games, and yeah, he also gives his thoughts like regarding the gameplay, regarding the music, the visuals, yeah, and all sorts of stuff like that. And it's delivered in such a grounded way that it just feels like, yeah, he's just being a guy who is passionate about games. Like, to be honest, that's all I need really. As a viewer, that's all I need, because people will say like, oh, you need to sensationalize something, blah blah blah, right? But I mean, he does, you know, spice it up a little, but it's still done in a way that it feels natural. It doesn't feel forced, and I like that. I love that. So believe it or not, he's actually also one of my I would say role models in terms of like content creation. Like I love his work, and I do aspire to do stuff like similar to his one day. Maybe not exactly like game reviews, but just the way he approaches content, I would like to try to, you know, do stuff like that. So who knows, right? But yeah, so this is sort of like my way to say like, please guys, do watch some Call Me Johnny's content, because man does amazing stuff, and I don't think you guys will regret it if you guys like retro games. So I don't have any clips or videos to show, because yeah, you guys can just look it up on YT, and also I don't feel comfortable just directly putting a video up while I'm doing the presentation. Like, yeah, I felt it's a bit odd, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So this is the most I'll be able to give. So yeah, just please do check him out if you guys have the chance. And then next up on our list, we have Engine Sentai Go-Onja. So yes, this is for those who are not familiar with Super Sentai as a concept. So this is a show in Japan involving certain super colored spandex wearing heroes, and people will look at it and be thinking, hey, that looks like Power Rangers. And to that I say, yes, where do you think Power Rangers got their suits from? So yes, this is the source material. Super Sentai, basically it's the concept is a group of people who transform into superheroes through maybe magic, maybe technology, anything depending on the series, to fight supervillains. Depending on how simplistic or how complex the plot is, again, it depends on the series. So yeah, you guys will think like, okay, if it's a superhero show, like, is it really a comfort show? And to that I say, yeah, it kind of is. And I'll get to it as we go along. So just a little bit more on Go Under. So this is a live action tokusatsu TV series from 2008 to 2009. And yes, I'm noticing a certain pattern. And I have to say, it's all coincidental. I can assure you that. So this is a pretty old show, but it is a very enjoyable show. So this is made by a Toei company. You know, the same company that did a whole bunch of other shows like, let me think. There's Dragon Ball. There's a whole bunch of anime. If I'm not mistaken, One Piece is one of them. Yeah, I believe One Piece is also under Toei. Yeah, so a lot of popular Japanese properties, yeah, they came from Toei. And yeah, Super Sentai is one of them. So yes, because it is a superhero show, so you're gonna have your action, but there's also a lot of comedy, also the sci-fi, because yeah, the premise is that it is about a team of heroes who fights pollution team villains over here with the help of talking vehicles called engines hailing from a parallel world. So yeah, as you guys can see here by the mech, so this is made out of individual talking vehicles. And I have to say, I have to emphasize talking, because yeah, it's like those you know, for lack of a better term, it feels a little bit like Digimon, where you have your human characters, but you also have like your partner characters who are not human and they are from another world. So it is somewhat of a similar concept, because yeah, they are a very integral part to the story as a whole. So yeah, it's very wacky, very energetic, very colorful, also very optimistic. So it's one of those shows where it doesn't feel like, oh, it's a very serious, heavy superhero story. No, it is pretty camp. The comedy is quite, what's the word? Quite prominent. Yeah, it's quite prominent. It's one of the denser and wackier shows out of the entire series. But because of that, I felt that yeah, it is something that I can enjoy. I don't have to really think too much about it. And I know that people will say like, oh, if it's like very wacky, it doesn't take itself seriously, which yeah, it doesn't really take itself that seriously, but it is quite balanced that there are serious moments, there are actually quite some emotional moments. There will be moments where you'll feel for certain characters, but it doesn't feel like it's all doom and gloom. It is balanced. Yeah, like I like how it is approached. And also it's not afraid to just be fun, right? Like one moment you will see the heroes like, you know, doing the usual action scenes, fighting the villain of the week, and another they will be like, you know, putting up live performances because a certain creature is sad, like they want to cheer it up, that kind of stuff. Like is that kind of stuff that be like, yeah, I like this B plot. I like what is going on over here. Yeah, it's very what's the word that I can think of? It's layered. Yeah, it's layered. It's not one-dimensional. Like, okay, for certain shows they could summarize the characters with just one word and then that's all that character is. But for this, not so much. Like, so okay, for example, here we have our Red Ranger over here, main character Sosuke, the hot-blooded leader. but he's also pretty caring. A little bit of a goofball, but there is that nice little difference. Like there are times where he can be a bit of a bully. Not gonna lie. Like there will be times where he pick on his teammates, but he still makes up for it by being, being pretty friendly, pretty approachable. That, yeah, at least it softens him up somewhat. Yeah, like we also have the I guess the smart guy, like this. He's the one that makes sure that everything is operating smoothly. The Blue Ranger is like usually considered the second in charge, but he's also like the team mom. Like he cooks everyone meals. He's also very caring. He's like the mother of the group. Yeah, which I like. He's very sensitive, very emotional. And then we have the Yellow Ranger who's always the cheerful, sunny girl. But there are times where she feels down, and she also needs her teammates to pick her up. Like there are times where she's allowed to be vulnerable, and I like that. It's not to a point where she's like constantly smiling every day. There is a bit of depth to her character. Yeah, so those are the main three. We also have the other two who joined the team later, and the other two who joined way later. So yeah, I won't get into too much detail. I think I can do that in maybe a dedicated stream somewhere. Yeah, so I'm just talking about examples. So yeah, I love this show. I'm also happy that this show also got a 10-year later reunion movie. Yeah, because I immediately went to watch it the moment it's available. So yeah, it is just a very nice show that you can just ease yourself into. You don't have to think so hard about it. It's just a bunch of guys and girls, saving the world, and then, stopping pollution. That's all you need. Yeah, and it's done in a way that it doesn't feel like that's it. Like it doesn't feel like a show that doesn't put in any effort. There is effort. There is a lot of effort. But it is done in a way that, yeah, you can just understand and vibe along with the plot. So yeah, if anyone ever asks like, is there a Super Sentai show that I would recommend? This is actually one of them. So yeah, Engine Sentai, go on, Joe. But yeah, we also, just to give you guys a little introduction on what the show is about. Yeah, I'm gonna play the opening real quick. Yeah, I know that it won't exactly show what the show is about, but at least a little bit of a snippet is better than nothing, I guess. Also, pardon the quality, it is 2008. Yeah, also I love the opening. Very energetic. Very energetic, very hype. Makes you ready to just watch the show. Again, it's very hot-blooded, just like this guy. Yeah, I believe I watched this show around the mid to late 2010s. Yeah, it was after watching the 35th anniversary series. Yeah, because I was curious about the show, so I watched it and I'm like, okay, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, because the Power Rangers adaptation, it changed a lot of things. Like, this show is pretty lighthearted, pretty goofy. The Power Rangers adaptation is not. Pretty serious, with a bit of comical moments here and there, but for the most part, it's very serious. Yeah, because it dealt with like the end of the world. This one, on the other hand, yeah, it just deals with people, or rather machines, that are polluting the world. So yeah, there's a different yeah, there's a bit of a difference in terms of stakes. But yeah, and Engine Sentai Go Anja, one of my favorites. Recommend again. Also, yes, I believe we reached the 1 hour mark. So let me think, what am I grateful for? Okay, I am grateful for let me think. okay, I am grateful that I was able to experience Super Sentai and Kamen Rider growing up. Because yeah, and I don't just mean as a guy who grew up watching Power Rangers. Because yeah, I'm sure a lot of boys back in the day, yeah, they watched Power Rangers as a kid. But for me, just because of my living situation, I got exposed to Japanese properties as well. So Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, I do get to watch a little bit of it while it was airing on TV or with certain DVDs. Okay, not even DVDs, VCDs. The disc before DVDs. Yeah, I grew up with those shows as well. So I was able to get a best of both worlds. So yeah, the reason why I say that, because if it wasn't for shows like these, well, for starters, let me just move Toga Kids a little bit. You guys wouldn't be able to see me as I am right now. Yeah, like this entire design is based off Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, basically Henshin heroes. So yeah, if it wasn't for them, then well, I wouldn't have been able to come up with this design. So yeah, I am grateful for tokusatsu and the medium as a whole, and being able to grow up with it. But yeah, what are you guys grateful for as well? If you guys want to share, please feel free. Yeah, let me just write it down on my notes before we continue on. Yeah, like it not only shaped my design, but it also shaped, I guess, my look on certain things. Yeah, it taught me to value, people in my life. It taught me how to cooperate as a team. Yeah, it also just taught me to be a good person, I guess. Yeah, like if it wasn't for tokusatsu, I think I would have turned out quite different. Well, probably be a little less bullied in school, but that's besides the point. But then again, it's probably just a me thing. It's not so much of a genre. Okay, so next up on the list it is I believe spacebar will go to next. Or not? Okay, never mind. There we go. Okay, so next up we have Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun. So yes, this yeah, we are gonna get into the anime territory now. Alright, so okay, so this is an anime back in 2014. It's been more than a decade. It ran for only one season, which is a dang shame because I really love this show. And let me say that the manga is still going on, and that is crazy. I'm still reading it to this day. I still feel that it is still going strong. So the manga is made by Izumi Tsubaki. The anime by the Doga Kobo Studio. Be prepared to see that name quite a few times. I realized that a few of my favorite comfort shows, yeah, are made by the same studio. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And yeah, it's also directed by Mitsue Yamazaki. So it's a rom-com, slice of life, and a little bit of a parody. So the premise is a high school girl who confesses to a crush, but then she ends up helping him with his secret life as a shoujo manga instead. So this is our main girl over here, Chiyo Sakura, and this is our main guy, Nozaki-kun. So yeah, this guy is a shoujo manga artist. So for those who don't know what shoujo is, it's basically young girls manga. So yeah, a lot of things dealing with romance, slice of life, that kind of stuff. So yeah, you can't imagine that happening with this guy, but apparently he managed to do it, and I have to say, pretty admirable. So it is a very lighthearted, goofy, and a little bit of a self-aware kind of story going on. So yeah, regarding the show or the story itself, is a very strong slice of life show because it's pretty episodic. There's no heavy drama or anything. Yeah, like every chapter, every episode, it is its own contained story. I say that, but there is a bit of like a increasing what's the word? Increase in romantic tension as the story goes on, and you will feel it more when you read the story in the manga. Like the anime because it's quite short. There's only one season, 12 episodes. Oh yeah, I also forgot to include that. There's also a special with 6 episodes as well. So yeah, that's a little bit more. But again, it is a very episodic show. It's very lighthearted, very goofy. But for me, the thing that kept me hooked on this show is that the characters themselves, they are so colorful, they are very animated. Lots of memorable personalities, lots of memorable moments. And I just like watching the dynamics between all of them. Like, there are times where it is Nozaki and Chiyo, there's times where it's Nozaki and the drama club president over here, Hori senpai. Yeah, I like their dynamic too. And also yeah, besides that, there's also stuff like different combinations of characters as well. I'm deliberately avoiding the use of the word pairings because for some it's not romantic, which the word pairing will suggest. Like, no, sometimes it's just platonic and sometimes a little bit of romance. Yeah, but it is a little bit unclear. I think the manga tries to keep it ambiguous, which I can vibe with, surprisingly, because usually for some people when they read certain, these kinds of stories, when it gets to a certain point, you'll probably be thinking like, okay, when are they gonna get together as a couple, right? Like, when are they gonna take the next step? But for some reason, I don't feel that way with Nozaki-kun. Like, look, the status quo is fine. I can just vibe along with your daily antics. Yeah, like, this is one of the rare shows where I can say that and completely agree to that term. Like, okay, maybe not completely, not 100%. Maybe like, okay, it would be nice to see them have a bit of romantic moments here and there. But if they didn't end up being a couple, then I'm like, okay, then whatever, I'm fine with that. Yeah, like, if the story have ended like, or they ended as, good friends, like very good friends, and then they still had their dynamic going on, I'm okay with that. As long as it's, I'm really hoping, touching wood, I'm really hoping that I don't jinx myself. Really, I'm really hoping that the manga, if it ever ends, it ends in a very satisfying way. It doesn't have to be they end up together as a couple. I'm okay with that. You just find some way to make it a good ending. Yeah, it is a bit hard to describe in terms. That's one of those stories where, yeah, I'm just vibing with it. I'm vibing, I'm laughing with it. But yeah, besides that, regarding the anime itself, all I have to say is, yeah, why? Why is there no season 2? It's been more than a decade, and I know that there are people who will love a season 2. Yeah, it's just that it didn't happen. So, yeah, I guess that's unfortunate. But having said that, there's also a very good English dub, like an official English dub. I also recommend checking that out. But there's also a live action made by China. It went by a different name. It's called The Comic Bang. But in terms of like the story beats, the chapters that they are adapting from what I've seen, it's pretty much the same. But I still would love to watch it soon. So yeah, hopefully when the time comes, yeah, I would like to give it a try. But yeah, with that said, yeah, let's check out the trailer. Yes, the trailer. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, let me just turn off the music real quick. Also the opening. I love the opening. It's so funky. And also, I love singing this song whenever I go out on karaoke with my friends. Also, I like this trailer because it mixes scenes from the anime and the opening. So I'm getting the best of both worlds. Yeah, it also captures the other characters as well. So yeah, I like that. At least it gives you guys examples on how chaotic this show is. And no, you guys won't have context. Watch the show. Also, there's no talking, surprisingly, for a trailer. But yeah, I think the visuals give you guys a good enough idea. Yeah, so as you guys can see, you get to see different combinations of characters at work. So yeah, I like that. Because usually it can go into like, oh, this character only interacts with that other character and then that's it. But no, you get to see like different pairings at work. But yeah, we are not done yet. I also have a little clip for you guys. So yeah, let's check it out. Okay, yes, there we go. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this is a very memorable scene for a lot of people. So yeah, did it exactly work? Yeah, guy can be so dense, but at the same time he cares. Okay, okay, you guys not hear that. Yeah, a guy can be so caring after he did something so goofy. And I think a lot of guys can relate to that as well. Like, you know, you try to do something, like you are so focused on a certain task, and then you end up doing something else, which is like, bruh, what are you doing? Yeah, but at least you make up for it. Whether intentionally or unintentionally, you know, at least the effort is there. So yeah, we recommend watching Nozaki-kun. I'm sure you guys will be able to find ways. And man, I'm still waiting for the day where we can get a season 2. Or maybe even more, you know, development in the manga. Yeah, I'm still reading that every week. At least whenever the new chapter comes out. But yeah, moving on, we have yes, I said we are stepping into anime territory, but we do have a little bit of a break. So yeah, next up we have DuckTales 2017. So this is a animated TV series from 2017 to 2021. There are 3 seasons of that show. And the reason why I say is why I specified 2017 is because there was a similar show 30 years ago, DuckTales 1987. So yeah, that was the original show. But then when this came out, yeah, people make sure to emphasize that, oh, this is a completely different show. Oh yeah, this is made by Disney Television Animation, created by Matt Youngbird and Francisco Angones? Yes, sorry if I butcher up the name. But yeah, so well, I can say more from Matt Youngbird because I'm more familiar with his work. So he did Transformers Animated, the 2007 series, Teen Titans, and Ben 10 Omniverse, and a few other animated shows. Francisco, on the other hand, not very familiar, but also, you know, did some notable work before DuckTales. Wonder Over Yonder, not familiar, but yeah, looks interesting from what I've read. So yeah, this is a adventure comedy family series. Yeah, and involves a lot of high adventure, but also nice heartfelt family moments. Yeah, like for a Disney show, I'll admit, my exposure to Disney shows, especially when it comes to like characters like Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, I would think like, oh, it's very simple, very episodic, that kind of stuff, because I grew up watching shorts. Like, you know, the very old Mickey Mouse shorts? Those were what I grew up with. So to see a show that gets a little bit more in-depth when they talk about like certain lore, certain characters, like their personalities, yeah, it feels a bit more mature, feels more mature, but at the same time, it still keeps to that balance where there is a deeper storytelling, and you know, it's sort of like an analysis on that individual character sometimes, but it's still a pretty lighthearted you know, kid show, and I can enjoy that. Yeah, it feels like it's something that can be enjoyed by a wider range of audience, and I appreciate that. So yeah, the story is about Scrooge McDuck, you know, the guy with the top hat and cane over here, reuniting with his nephews, Huey, Dewey, Louie. Yes. And they go on globe-trotting adventures. And the girl over here, she is Webby from the original show. But she has been like revamped to a whole, into a lot more progressive character. Yeah, because 30 years you can do a lot more stuff with certain, you know, certain characters. So yeah, I have to say, very, very interesting. And the reason why I say it's very interesting is because for a very long time, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, like, you know, the three nephews of Donald Duck, what's their only personality? They are mischievous, and then that's it. And they are interchangeable. Like, you can point to a certain duckling, and then you'll be like, okay, that's one of them, and then that's it. But for this show did something very amazing, and I know it's not the first to do it, but it's a very good standout example, is that they gave all three of these, they gave the triplets, yes, they gave the triplets individual personalities. I'm like, wow. So we have Huey, the leader who has a lot of pressure, but, you know, tries to keep it together. We have Dewey, who, you know, who wants to make a name out of himself because middle child syndrome and stuff. And Louie, the lazy but brilliant, brilliant guy. Yeah, like the fact that I can use one sentence to describe their characters individually is a lot better compared to what I have to do if I'm presented with another show involving these guys. So yeah, I love that. I love that there's actually an effort to make themselves distinct, make themselves unique. But yeah, besides our main cast, they are technically the main cast. Well, we have Donald. Donald's not exactly the main. Like, he's a slightly more significant than a supporting character, but slightly lower to a main character. Yeah, like, the only reason why the story happens is because Donald needs to, find a place to live after these three sank his house. So, needed a bit of a workaround. And the fact that the first episode established so many things, it is pretty cool. Yeah, because Donald and Scrooge's relationship wasn't that good at the start of the show, and there's a certain like underlying mystery as to why that is the case. And I like a good mystery, and especially involving my favorite ducks. Yeah, I can vibe with this. Yeah, and for people who are like very into the Disney lore, and we are talking about like the Donald Duck comic universe lore, yeah, there is something for that audience as well, because yeah, they bring in like bits snippets of that part of the lore, especially when it comes to Scrooge McDuck. For those who are not in the know, there is a whole comic series dedicated to this guy, and I've read it. I read the entirety of it, and I have to say, it's like, wow, this duck has gone through a lot of adventures, and this show sort of presented it as, delivered that in its own unique way as well. So I appreciate that. Yeah, but really, I guess what really gives it for me is the characters. Again, I like the characters because they just play off so well with each other. Like, it's not just the main cast. The supporting cast, they also do the job as well. Yeah, and there will be moments where the emotional beats will hit really hard. And yeah, you will feel for Disney characters. Yeah, which is something that I never thought I would be able to say. You know, when I'm in my late teens. I think I was in my late teens during that time. Yeah. Yeah, also anyone who's like into mythology. Also a little bit of that pie for you guys. So yeah, would recommend this show. But also lastly, I like the fact that this show was able to wrap itself in a very satisfying way, because the seasons were approached in a way that if they didn't get renewed for a certain, for another season, at least they have something to like, end things off with, which I cannot say for other shows. Like usually, it's only like what, mid or after the season, then you will get like word like, oh, your show gets to renew for another season. Then like, okay, then we start planning from there. But for this show stands out in a way that when season 1 was, even before season 1 was premiering, it was already confirmed that season 2 will be happening. And then that was the same for season 3 as well. But then it became a lot significant when season 3 premiered and there was still no word of season 4. So it became clear that, okay, the show is gonna end off at season 3. And it was a bit hard to digest that info because I felt like this show is very, very special. Because it analyzes the Donald Duck characters in a way that has never been seen on, on animated media. In comics, there is a lot of that. And I've read them. And it's very interesting, like how these characters develop. But in the shows themselves, I don't think you'll ever see that. At least not that I know of. Yeah, because after that, was there any other show that did something like this with the main Disney characters? I know with like certain other Disney shows, they did do it. Like they did like, much more deeper stories. But if it's characters like Mickey Mouse or Goofy or Donald Duck, yeah, how many of those are there? Especially in a modern setting. Yeah, like we don't really have those. At least not as frequently. Yeah, so it was a bit of a bittersweet pill because it's a very good show and I would love it to continue. But if it has to end, I'm at least glad that they already planned it out way beforehand. Like, okay, we've already set up all these foreshadowing, all these plot threads, all these plot points, and it will be settled at that point. And it did. It delivered most of it, and I'm like, okay, I'm good that this show has ended off there. Yeah, because when it comes to other shows, like they will hold on to the hope that okay, we will get renewed for another season, but there was no word or confirmation of it. And then the show will end off on a cliffhanger, and then you won't know like, okay, is this show gonna renew? Are we gonna get a continuation? No, I don't know. Until like what, years later? Yeah, so that is a bit tough, and I think it's safe for me to bring this one up. So another show that I really like as well is Young Justice. The also an animated TV series involving DC superheroes, or rather the younger generation of DC superheroes like Robin, Kid Flash, Aqualad, these characters. I felt like that show also does something very interesting where they did a little bit of analysis on the characters, how they work off each other and as themselves. But the thing that I don't like about that show is that it always ends off its season on a cliffhanger. And it happened very badly in season 2, back when it was airing on TV. Yeah, like it ended off with a certain character dying, and then everyone is like going their separate ways. But the thing is, it also ended off with a scene of the villains plotting something that's gonna happen. And for a long time, we thought that, oh, that's it for the series, because it got cancelled. Like, we didn't know if there's gonna be a season 3. So like, okay, what now? You know, and people were like begging, were hoping for a season 3, because you don't end off a show on a cliffhanger like that, right? Yeah, something's going to happen, right? Young Justice, that scene was the last thing that we saw was, okay, business as usual from the villain side of things. So you think like, okay, the hero's job is not done. Okay, so what's next? And then what? How long did it take until season 3 happened? Let me just do a quick check. Let me check. Young Justice. Also, hey, something 631. Hope you are doing well. Okay. The original release was 2010 to 2013. So that was season 1 and 2. Season 3 didn't happen until 2019. That was a good 6 years where we didn't get any continuation, any confirmation on is anything gonna change. Yeah, so that was quite a painful 6 years. Yeah, then okay, we got things going, and if I remember correctly, season 4 was also gonna happen. It was confirmed quite early on as well. So like, okay, we have stuff to expect. Okay, and then when season 4 ended, apparently they didn't learn their lesson. It ended off on another cliffhanger. I was like, huh? Why? Yeah, like it ended off with certain characters on the villain side appearing again, like completely new characters that you haven't seen in the series yet. Like they appear, you think that, okay, they're gonna appear in the next episode or something, right? But no, that's the end of the season. Like, huh? But we didn't even get a confirmation of season 5. Like, why did you do that? What's the superior Teen Titans Go? No! I will not watch Teen Titans Go. That show made me feel a lot of things. But I can assure you, it's not good things. But then again, right? Who knows? Maybe you guys are seeing things that I'm not seeing. So yeah, maybe for some people, Teen Titans Go is their comfort show. I don't know. Yeah, but if it is, please don't let me discourage you guys. If you guys have any feelings towards that show, or similar other shows, go free. We don't guilt anyone. We don't shame anyone. This is just my opinion. Yeah. Oh boy, I got pretty heated when it came to Young Justice. Young Justice is bringing out the worst in me. Yeah. So again, back to my point. When you have a show that doesn't seem like it's gonna renew, yeah, just prepare beforehand that, okay, at least we have something to end off on. If we can continue, that's great. If not, this is fine. Yeah. Like, it will be nice if it gets a continuation. If not, then, well, we can move on from there. But yeah, let's take a look at DuckTales 2017. Oh wait, yeah, hold on. Yes, the opening is so catchy, I still love it. And the comic panels, I like it because it is paying homage to, the roots. Yeah, like paying an homage to like, okay, these characters, most of their lore is from the comics. Yes. Also the art style, I also like the art style. Very stylized, very comic-ish. And man, this show brings back a lot of memories. Especially from a guy who never watched the original version. And the animation is expressive, very dynamic. Woo. Thank you, Disney. Something says, why give an ending? You can't make another season if there is fan demand. Why give an ending? You can't make another season if there is fan demand. Wait, let me read that again. Also, hey, Aquarius, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for lurking. Hope you're doing well. Why? Okay, wait, why give an ending? You can't. What? Wait, I knew. Oh man, my brain is lagging. Like, I'm trying to comprehend that sentence. You can't make another season if there is fan. Huh? Wait, I'm really trying to process this. So if there is no fan demand, then there will be another season? Okay, I think this is on me. Let me give you guys an idea on what's happening in my head right now. Oh, where is that redeem? There we go. Yeah. Sorry, something. I'm really trying to understand that sentence. You can't make another season if there is fan demand. You can't make another season if there is fan. Okay. I do have another clip, so I'm gonna play that while I try to understand that sentence and try to form thoughts. Okay, no, not this one. There we go. Okay, there we go.
Destination McDuck.
Really hoping I don't get bonked.
Manor? As in Scrooge McDuck? The bajillionaire?
So this is like one of the early previews when the show was, about to come out. Yeah, look at that mansion.
Your uncle, how old are you? You used to be a big deal. Whatever happened to you?
Used to be a big deal.
He is a big deal.
I made my name being tougher than the toughies and smarter than the smarties.
Sure, you want to do it the easy way.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. That is so cool.
What are your blood types? What's Donald really like?
And Webbies, again, the personality is a lot.
We're just a normal, boring.
It's a lot more progressive. She's, I would say, like in the original show, she's a lot more girly, a little bit more on the supportive side. But over here, she's a lot more active. And I like that. She's into the adventure. She's one of the boys. Also, she's a lot more dangerous. Yeah, look at the animation. The visuals. I love the visuals too.
I'm back. Uncharted territory. Bold new discoveries. You guys, our family is awesome.
Aw, family truly is the great.
Also a very, also a very strong theme of family.
For your consideration, the theme to DuckTales.
Yeah, so also a very strong theme regarding family because yeah, not only do you see Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, Louie, Donald, but many other characters as well. And I don't want to get into spoilers because it is quite important. Also very unexpected because I remember watching that show and be like, oh, so this person is related to that person. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Also, they explain. Okay, I believe I can explain this one. Okay, not explain. I can share this one because it was mentioned in the first episode. So, for a long time, people were thinking. Okay, let me see if I can go back. Yes, for a long time, people know Huey, Dewey, and Louie as Donald's nephews, right? So the question is, okay, if Donald is their uncle, who are the triplets' parents? And I have to say, half of that question is at least answered in this show. So yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, the other half, well, it will be a mystery for the ages. It will never be revealed. Yeah, and that character has never been mentioned in any other animated medium. Heck, that character has barely been mentioned in the comics either, so it's like, man, this show is not afraid to go to certain territories. Yeah, but it's also unfortunate at the same time that it's probably the only show that will ever do that. So yeah, good and bad, good and bad. Something says I'll explain it another day. Okay? Sure, man. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out, okay, how am I gonna process this sentence? Yeah, so what you're trying to say is, if that's the case, if there's no fan demand for this, that means we will get a season 2 for Nozaki-kun? Is that why you're trying to tell me something? If that's the case, then I'm like, man, that's not gonna happen. I would like it too, but alas. So yeah, let's see. Next up on the list is... Okay, now we're back to more anime. Okay, so next up on our list is the Helpful Fox, Senko-san. So this is an anime released in 2019. It's also a 1-season anime. So a little bit unfortunate. I would love to watch more actually. But yeah, this was originally a web manga by Rimu Koro. And the anime is also done by Doga Kobo. I apparently forgot to include the director, so let me just fix that real quick. Yeah, let me just do a quick search and... Okay. Wait, really? I didn't credit this person? Oh, okay. Odd. Yeah, I thought I did. Okay. Let me just do a quick refresh. And it should be here. There we go. Okay. Alright, so a little bit of a supernatural vibes. Yeah, because these are spirits. Well, this and this are spirits. And yeah, very heavy slice of life. But the main premise is that, you know, stressed salaryman, aka this guy over here, he's suddenly visited by an 800-year-old fox spirit named Senko, who insists on pampering and caring for him. And that is basically it. She does have a motive, but it's a very interesting motive. Can respect that, but not gonna spoil it, of course. But it's a very slow, nurturing, gentle comedic show. Very cozy, very cozy. Also, will you guys believe me if I tell you all that I've only started watching this show this month? Like, no joke. I binge watched it a few months ago, and that's already good enough for me to say like, okay, this is a very nice cozy show. I don't mind watching it repeatedly, like multiple rewatches. Yeah, but I have to say, the show does have a bit of a light tease, but the tease went in a very wholesome and innocent way that it feels like, no, this guy is genuinely a very stressed out guy, and he lets those you know, stresses out in a very, okay, not very, in a somewhat healthy way. Yeah, but he is still, you know, he's still a proper gentleman. He knows what not to do. He still shows restraint, and I can appreciate that. I think he's a good dude. I don't think there is any character that I don't like from this show. Yeah, but besides that, you know, besides Senko, you know, pampering our main protagonist over here, at the end of every episode, there are also like a few ending segments where Senko is actually like pampering the viewer. Like, she breaks the fourth wall, like she is actually talking to you, the viewer. And as a stressed out guy, I appreciate that. I like it. I like being pampered. I like being tended to. So yeah, I like that feeling. So would really recommend you guys to check that show out as well. Also, I'm not sure whether is this region specific, but the entire show is actually available right now on Muse Asia's YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested, that is an option. But yeah, let's check out the opening. Not opening, let's check out the trailer. Yeah, so pretty cute, very adorable. A little bit goofy. But yeah, these guys have motives. But it's a very innocent motive. To her, not so much. Okay. Yeah, apparently her ears are very sensitive. And her tail is also quite sensitive. But yeah, besides that, the show never got into like any sassy territory. Besides that. Yeah, and these two, like the supporting characters, also very nice. Very cozy show. Also on a somewhat related note, it's been years since I've seen something like this. Like this, you know, this little what's the word? Little overlay, I guess. Makes me miss the good old days when I'm actually watching TV. Yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, that is the Helpful Fox Senko-san. Yeah, I can see why a lot of people like this show. I never got to read the web manga yet because again, I just started watching that show. And I've watched it to the ending. So that's why I will know about the spoiler. But yeah, I should read the web manga soon. Yeah, I heard there's a lot more stuff happening there. But yeah, next up we have a Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. Also another one season anime. Also okay, let me just put this up quick. Yes. Okay, also let me get a quick sip. Oh wait, yeah, let me see if I can do the shout out for quiz. Yeah, like, I know Equis is currently lurking, but why not, right? Alright, so meet Equis_GN, a chill Singaporean VTuber from the future. She/they stream games and assessment books in English and basic Chinese. Recently, they've been on a Repo collab kick with fellow Singaporean VTubers, but also took a detour to help a Sheepy plush and live out some toy car fantasies. Ooh! Big Wigs make an appearance too. Oh, Big Wigs? Wait, Big Wigs as in the truck game? The truck racing game? Wow, okay, that's pretty interesting. Alright, so yes guys, please do check out Equis if you guys have the chance. Wow, I never thought I would see Big Wigs again. I should try that out. Assuming it's fixed, because that game is a very broken mess. Okay, so let me see. Are we still good? Are we still Daijobu? Yeah, I think we are still vibing very... I still think... I would like to think that we are still vibing decently. Okay, so... Yeah, next up on the list is Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. Yeah, so this originally was a manga by Kajigi Kumano Mata. Anime by, again, Doga Kobo. So again, yeah, I realized there's quite a few shows that I really like that is done by Doga Kobo. And it's also directed by Misue Yamazaki. So wow, I'm like, okay, that's a coincidence. So yeah, it's a comedy fantasy show. Very whimsical, very absurd vibes. So the premise is this princess over here, she is actually kidnapped and kidnapped, locked up in a demon castle. But apparently she's able to like figure out ways to, you know, break out and cause all sorts of havoc. And it's not even a case of like her wanting to escape. She just wants to have better sleep. Yeah, like she just wants to sleep better. Yeah, so when she's causing chaos, it's usually because she wants stuff for like, you know, she wants a better pillow, she wants better bed sheets. Yeah, stuff like that. So the princess literally has zero fear. She, for lack of a better term, she's treating the demon realm like a personal spa resort. Yeah, she's just free to get out of her cage, cause all sorts of havoc in the name of, you know, getting better materials for, you know, for her room, I guess. Yeah, and every episode will do that. It will involve her, like, you know, going on her own personal quest for, you know, for bedtime improvement. Yeah, and it's done in such a way that it's actually quite interesting because there is a bit of a learning experience, since it actually does subtly encourage, you know, people to think about, you know, sleep health and, you know, what are the factors that are involved in it. Like, yeah, you need a comfortable enough bed so that you can sleep better, and that will affect your health, which I think is pretty neat. Even though it's done in a rather subtle way, and yeah, it's definitely not like forced into you. So yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah, it's very chaotic and, you know, it's pretty cozy in a way. So yeah, let me just show you guys the trailer. Yes, because this girl is nuts. Also, the opening. I like the opening. Like, it's also innocent, but the character, not so innocent. Like, look at that knife. And that stare. Yeah, but her motives is just hilarious. This girl is just doing all sorts of things, but she's not even trying to escape. Yeah, and the visuals are nice. They're very cutesy, but the story is the one that really sells it. Also, these guys are, what are they doing? Like, they're supposed to rescue the princess, but they are so ineffective. It is a coffin. Yeah, and I remember this one comment on Reddit. Ah yes, it is the show about a whole bunch of monsters. And another okay, I remember this comment. It is a story about a bunch of monsters. No, about a monster. And a bunch of demons. Yeah, like they emphasize the word monster because yeah, monster is actually her. Like, she's the real monster. Hey, Shiromata, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. Okay, unfortunately on a cooldown, but alright guys, yes, Shiromutan, also a good friend, fellow VTuber, does a whole variety of things. Yeah, unfortunately I can't do the show as well as Frosty, but yeah, Shiro's also doing stuff for the charity, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he was last doing what was that game called again? With Piper, it was Command and Conquer Red Alert 3. I bet. Yeah, so he was doing stuff for the charity. So yeah, please, if you guys have the chance, please do check him out. Yes, I'm really bad with names, by the way. So even though, yeah, I did watch the stream yesterday, but I forgot what was that game called again. I'm like, dang. But yeah, that was a sleepy princess in a demon castle. But we are not done with princesses just yet. There's another comfort show that I like. Also involves a princess. Also involves her being trapped in a cell. But the direction is a whole lot different. So yeah, let's continue on. Okay, so this one is this time for Torture Princess. So yeah, this is anime that just came out last year. One season, but I believe next year it will be the second season. So I'm looking forward to that. It was originally a manga by Robinson Haruhara, who is the writer, and in collaboration with Hirake, the illustrator. So this is an anime by Pine Jam, directed by Yoko Kanemori. So yeah, it's a different production studio, different name. So okay, that is something that I made sure that I double check with. So yes, that was it. Yeah, so comedy, also fantasy. Yeah, but it's also pretty cozy. Feels a little bit like a sitcom. Yeah, so the premise is about a kidnapped princess, this one over here, who resists revealing her kingdom secrets, because she's also a battle-hardened warrior. This sword over here, is a sentient sword, but it is also her partner. But the thing is, she apparently got defeated in battle. She got kidnapped. So the demon lord and his minions need to extract information out of her, and they thought that they could do it by using torture, but no, because she is a battle-hardened warrior, torture is not gonna work, or at least conventional torture is not gonna work. So instead, they do it with food, comfort, and games, to get her more enticed into revealing the info. And I think that is a very interesting approach, because in a way it's sort of like a threaten me with a good time, the show. Yeah, like it's sort of an interesting carrot and stick approach they have going there. Like instead of punishing the princess for not revealing anything, like they don't beat her up, they don't do anything negative towards her. Instead they give something that she would want, like good food, amusement, playing games, that kind of stuff, and then she will review the info. Like, it is such an interesting, refreshing approach. And then you also realize, like, these characters over here, even though they are technically the bad guy, these characters, they're not villainous. Like, these people, they care about each other, they have families. Like, this guy is the big bad, he's the demon lord, but he has a wife, he has a daughter, and their family dynamic is so wholesome. It's so wholesome, I'm like, man, I hope that nothing bad happens to these people. So yeah, it's a very cozy show. It's simple, repetitive, but it is the general approach. Like, really, it feels like that kind of show where, look, if the princess is gonna be locked here forever, is that really a bad thing, to be honest? Yeah, like, even I would be like, you know what, I would like to be tortured like that someday. Just saying. Yeah, things out of context with DA Capt-Jules. Yeah, like, give me food, give me games, give me comfort, give me friends that actually care about me. I'm like, okay, yeah, that is the torture that I desire. Yeah, I would like that. But yeah, let me see, is there anything else that I written in my notes? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a pretty cozy show. I also realized that I didn't put the trailer, so let me just do that real quick. Yeah, because it is a relatively new show, some people might not be familiar, but I figured, you guys deserve at least a little bit of a look at. Is it this one? Yeah, I think this one works. Wait, let me check. Does this have English subs? Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, it's all in Japanese. Okay. Let me see this one. Oh wait, maybe there's a reason why I didn't put up a trailer. Okay, maybe... Okay, then I'll just use this then. Yeah, I'll use a season 2 trailer instead. So yeah, let me just put it up real quick and then I'll refresh it and we can, you know, do a little watch along. Okay, there we go. Okay, just quick refresh. We should be there. Yes. Yes. Okay. Right, let's take a look. Also, I haven't seen the season 2 trailer either, so yeah, we're all gonna have our first look. Yeah, so very important figure in the battlefield. Very hardened lady. Okay, now I'm wondering, are they gonna show the twist? Oh man, they didn't do it. Okay, not exactly accurate. Because yeah, coming from a guy who actually watched the show. Yeah, it's not exactly accurate to what the show would turn out being, but let me see, is there another one that I can show? Yeah, I guess not. Oh, okay, I think I know why. Right, because yeah, wasn't able to find a trailer. Then I thought like, okay, maybe we can find another clip. Or we use the opening. And that turns out I forgot to do that as well. So that was a big oopsie. Yeah, I guess we can just show the opening here. Yeah, let's give one more try. If this doesn't work, then well, we can always move on. Okay, yeah, let's refresh. The things I do to simp for my favorite shows. So this is the opening. Also, apparently the audio is in 5.1, so there's a lot of panning. Yeah, so for those who don't know what that means, it's surround sound. So you guys will hear like audio moving left, right, everywhere. Yeah, because it's supposed to be surrounding you. Yeah, so this is the princess before and after. Yeah, you get to see like the mooks, I guess. Oh, I missed that Bohemian Rhapsody reference. Yeah, so you think like, okay, it's a torture show, but no, not really. The Demon Lord and his army, quote unquote army, yeah, they're harmless, they're friendly. Always harmless outside of the battlefield. AnimeKawaiiChan says finally back on my work break. What did I miss? Oh dang. Hey, welcome back. Hope you are having a good break. But yeah, you didn't miss much. I'm just sharing my my list of comfort shows. Yeah, so currently we are on our second last show. Yeah, so this time for Torture Princess. Yeah, so one thing I want to bring attention to, and this is very important when it comes to the opening and what it says about the show. So they make sure that yes, the princess is technically a victim, captive, in her prison cell. And she tries to, resist torture methods by the demon army. But then they gave like tea. Like, tea, and they serve it in a professional way, in a very respectful way, by the way. And this poor girl is like just scrambling and, trying her best not to get tempted by it. But she still fell for it. And then she apologized to her sentient sword because the sword will actually like chastise her like, no, this is not what you should be doing. Like, yeah, but it's still pretty fun, pretty goofy. And it's not like he can do anything about it. Yeah, it'll just keep on repeating, for the rest of the show. So I like that. And I, again, look forward to season 2. Yeah, let me see. Is there anything I missed out from my notes? No, that's about it. Yes. So yeah, just gonna go back to this slide over here. Yes, this show. Good stuff right here. Also, I believe there is also a dub as well. Yeah, the shows that I've been sharing so far, if I remember correctly, all of them have English dubs and they're actually quite good. So yeah, would recommend. Looks like a cute show though. It is very cute, and every one of these characters, I can say with absolute confidence, they are absolutely adorable. Even this guy, even the big boss, the big bad, the demon lord, he is such a nice family man. I'm like, oh my gosh, can I find a clip? Ah, thanks for the head pat. Thank you. You're adorable. Ah, AnimeKawaiiChan. Okay. I think I found a clip that I can share. Yeah, just for for us. Let me see. How should I show this? Oh wait, I can just do this. Let me just update the slide and then we will do the refresh. Just to keep things a little bit consistent. Okay, this should work. Okay, gonna refresh again. Okay, yes, this show. So, clip featuring the demon lord and his daughter. So, imagine just watching this show without any context. You're like, wow, okay. Yeah, the feared demon lord and his daughter. Yeah, and she has never requested this from her dad before. Yeah, and before then, he was already established to be quite scary. Oh, but then look at this. Look at this man. Also, the dramaticness, I love that. He's so hammy. Look at that, it's so adorable. Ah. This is a father that cares. And AnimeKawaiiChan agrees. Yeah, and there are more moments like these, and I'm like, man, I really don't want anything bad to happen to you and your family and the rest of your army. AnimeKawaiiChan says, I love family-oriented characters. It's just so wholesome and cute. Yeah, like, oh. And it's so unexpected from the villain side. Like, the villain side, okay, I have been exposed to some shows where, they have loved ones and stuff like that. But to see them, like, openly express themselves like this, while also knowing that, yeah, they have certain appearances to keep. Like, man, the depths, the layers, I like it. Anime-chan says, my heart is so happy now. My heart is so happy too. Season 2. Crossing fingers. Hope it goes well. Are villains really the bad guys though? They're just the good guys on their side. Yeah, that is true. I mean, for them, it's probably like, oh, I need to do this because of certain situations. And if I remember correctly, I'm not sure whether was that really the case or they didn't explain it yet. Yeah, I didn't get to read the manga, so yeah, this is just anime watcher only me speaking. So yeah, I guess I can read the manga while I wait for season 2. But yeah, the wait is gonna be quite long. It's only next year. Yeah, set to premiere in January 2026. Ooh, okay. But yeah, having said that, yes, looking forward to it. 6 more months, baby! But yeah, okay. I believe we've done enough for this time for Torture Princess. Yeah, let's go on the last item on my list. So this is Sonic, Night of the Werehog. This is an animated short released in 2008. It's by Marza Animation Planet. Back then it was Sega VE Animation Studio and Nintendo Pictures. Yeah, back then they went by Dynamo Pictures, but apparently Nintendo had a hand in this. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Anime-chan says, 6 more months, woo, yeah! Now the Werehog, I used to watch this over and over again. As a kid, I thought this was so cool. Don't worry, I think that this is very cool, very cool. So yeah, it's a 11-minute short, very comedic, also supernatural, yeah, because this was tied together with Sonic Unleashed, and the game involved Sonic turning into a werehog at night. So to tie into this, yeah, they made a separate little short as well. And this was so mind-blowing at the time because nobody would have thought that, oh man, we got another Sonic quote-unquote cartoon, because the last one before that was Sonic X and it ended in 2005. And this was also during the period where, Sonic was a little bit on and off when it comes to like game quality. So people were thinking like, okay, it was the dark era of Sonic. So, it's natural that people would think like, okay, Sega, or rather Sonic, doesn't exactly have a good standing publicly during that time. And then suddenly this shot came out. I'm like, wow, this looks amazing. Anime-chan says, I miss when they used to do these shots, right? It's so cool. And Sonic X was amazing too. It was amazing. Like I said before, I think I said it before in previous streams. I still feel that Sonic X is actually a very good show. It's just that when it came to localization, the dubbing could have been better, but it's still decent. But if you want the very good experience, watch it sub. Like there's a lot of like nuances, details that really add a few more layers to that show. But yeah, when this was happening, I believe I was 2008. What was I doing at 2008? I was 10. And at least I had a stable connection to the internet. So I get to watch this. And I forgot how exactly I got introduced to this show. Yeah, I think it was just popping up somewhere because during that time I wasn't that involved with playing Sonic games. Like I know that Sonic Unleashed exists. I know that Sonic 06 existed. But because I don't have, family didn't have money to buy those consoles. Yeah, I didn't realize that, oh, Sonic was a gaming icon. Yeah, so I used to think that Sonic was a cartoon icon and then, maybe a few tiny games here and there. So when I saw this, I was like, oh sweet, we have another Sonic cartoon. I missed that. So I watched it, I'm like, wow, that is pretty cool. Yeah, and I actually did have the short prepared, so I guess we can have a little watch along later. AnimeChan says, I was 9, we were babies. We were babies. Whew. Yeah, it was certainly an interesting time. So yeah, the premise, just to, get those who are not in the know up to speed. So Sonic over here, this blue guy over here, if you all don't know, very cool guy, very speedy. Chip, the character of the day, I guess. Chip visit a haunted house where two girls try to get their photos, like photos of these two, to charm another female ghost. This one over here. So yeah, it has that nice Halloween-ish type of vibe. Very heavy emphasis on slapstick comedy, and also very expressive. That's the one that I really like about this particular shot, is that it's very expressive. I like the visuals, I like the overall look. Yeah, because I mentioned this when I was talking about Sonic Unleashed. The opening animation for Sonic Unleashed is so beautiful, and the fact that it got carried over to this shot is like, dang, Maza Animation is they are doing God's work when it comes to Sonic animations, especially Sonic 3D animations. Now, I know that we still have like, or rather nowadays we have like more modern 2D-ish shots to accompany certain games, and I appreciate that. But back in the day, in the 2000s, we didn't have that. I'm like, wow, I wish we had more of these. Like, if we have a time for maybe Secret Rings, maybe Black Knight, I'm like, you have got me sold. But yeah, when it came to, if I had to like pick between those three, I'm glad that it was Unleashed, because Unleashed was a very beautiful game. The female ghost was so cute. Yes, she is. She is such a beauty. Yeah, and in fact, she is so popular that yeah, we had a sequel 15 years later, a Ghost Tale, which I didn't include, unfortunately, because yeah, I think I might be stretching a little bit with Night of the Werehog that we're gonna watch together later. Yeah, but the sequel itself, just to briefly explain, so it is a sequel to this short, made by the same people, made by the same team, similar vibes, but the emphasis is more on the ghost characters. Like Sonic and Chip are nowhere to be seen, which is fine, because yeah, it just focuses on the ghost characters. And I also recommend watching that shot as well, because yeah, 15 years and the animation looks just as beautiful, if not better. Yeah, because 15 years you can do a lot of things. But yeah, having said that, yeah, let's do a little watch along. I'm not sure whether will this get me bonked if the YT VOD is suddenly muted or it stops streaming. Yeah, then that will be a sign for us to just move on. So yeah, let's give a look. But yeah, this is on the actual Maza Animation channel. And yes, I will be commentating as I mentioned, because yeah, it will be a little bit of like VTuber reacts to Sonic Night of the Werehog. So yeah, if you guys have any comments, feel free to chime on in. Oh yeah, the human characters, they are also designed similarly to how the humans look in Unleashed. Ophelia says, oh my gosh, the 3D models, yeah, it is stylized. It's pretty stylized, and I will admit that it does look like a product of its time. But gradually it got a lot better. Also the lighting, I like this lighting. So yeah, we have our, our ghostly boys. They have names, but I can never remember their names. AnimeChan says, the animation holds up today so many years later, which is amazing. I absolutely love this shot. Same here, same here. I still make it a point to like watch this every year. So currently, right now, I'm actually filling my quota. Also, very minimal dialogue. Yeah, so you just hear like, you know, them doing like grunts, maybe a bit of hums, stuff like that. But overall talking, not so much. Sinister. Sinister laugh. Also, now that I'm looking at it right now, I like the little details, like the, you know, the little textures, the rain, the grime and dirt. Yeah, I'm just noticing that right now, so that's interesting. Also, hey Jojo, welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, is this Sanic? Yes, it is Sanic. Not gonna lie though, the textures and rendering is really good. Yeah, it's really good. And we don't have that anymore. Oh yeah, also because this is posted on the original Maza Animation channel, the voices that you're hearing right now is a Japanese cast. Also, this scene creeped me out as a kid. Like, look at that mirror scene. Yeah, that face actually spooked me out. And then it made me laugh. Poor chip indeed. Jojo says Sonic does have some great quality. It was ahead of their time. Like, oh my gosh, for the longest time, I was hoping that there will be a full feature film with this animation quality. But I think it will take forever. Yeah, like who knows how their timeline is like. Oh, so I love this montage. And the music is nice. I love this jazz. And Sonic. Also, okay, sorry to pause. Nice little attention to detail. So, you guys can see the bow tie, you guys can see the bandana. Those are, you know, indicators of like which ghost took which photo. So that is pretty interesting. Also, now that I'm pausing this screen right here, notice some of these photos are 2D renders. And also, are they repeated? Yeah, this is the same pose. Let me see. Yeah, I think these are the only two repeats. Maybe this one is also a repeat of this one. Sorry, I'm breaking immersion, but yes, just a little observation. Jojo says, well, we did have a full film, except it's real life movie. I don't really like the movie. Fair. Understandable. I know people who also don't have that much feelings for that movie. That's fine. Different strokes for different folks, you know. But not gonna lie, I would love to see, again, would love to see a film in this style. Please Sega, please Maza. Yeah, like I felt that if they didn't go for live action and went for full animation instead, they would have a very high chance of, you know, even surpassing the Mario movie. Like even if the Mario movie came out, the Sonic movie will still be taken in high regard. Like a lot higher regard. Oh, here's the scene. Sonic, what's wrong? Man, we can never see Sonic looking like this ever again. Because apparently, Sonic can't show that strong emotions. A blasphemy. Oh, look at that transformation. Woo! Oh, and I love this frame. That is such wallpaper quality right there. Like the lighting. Oh, shivers down the spine. Female ghost laughing is... Whew, that's such a mood. Jojo says, I wish they can cover more on the Sonic world, but not like with human action. Jojo, you're speaking my language. I would have wanted a movie that really goes deep into a Sonic lore. Like, yeah, like Sonic concept has always been good. There is so much world building that they've established. Like, not just with the games, but, you know, in certain other media as well. There are so many interpretations of Sonic's world that I felt like if you did a movie about that, you are set. You are good to go. AnimeKawaiiChan says, I wonder truly how many Sonic movies they are gonna make. Jojo says, I'm betting 10. Like Fast and Furious. Woo! That'll be great. Make that 11. Well, as long as Fast and Furious will go on. Oh, yes. Silver and Blaze. Please, bring back my two favorite characters. Please, please. We're already getting Metal Sonic. We got Shadow. We got Amy. Silver, Blaze. Woo. Oh man, but I wonder how they're gonna approach that. Because they did mention the Flames of Disaster in the Knuckles spin-off. So maybe there might be a link. Like, as long as the core character is there, I am okay with, you know, if they have to take like certain liberties. Yeah, like Silver and Blaze, very popular picks. I'll be curious, how are they gonna approach the future and alternate dimension? They might have to streamline a little bit. Yeah, I wonder what other characters can we add. The Chaotix? Chaotix might be nice. Cream too. Also, Sonic is raging! That face. Also, interesting thing about this camera. So we've seen it being like tossed around and stuff like that. But anyone who has handled a camera can tell you this. Cameras are actually quite fragile. So that makes me wonder, how durable is this camera? Like, ever since someone mentioned that, like in a comment somewhere, I can never unsee it. And now you guys can't either. The camera must be made out of obsidian. Ooh. That's probably the case. Jojo says, I'm head to bed now. Enjoy stream, Cap. Ah, thank you, thank you. Well, yes, have a wonderful rest of the night, Jojo. Rest well. Yeah, thanks for coming in, really appreciate it. Well, yeah, just in time as the shot is about to end. And look at that photo, so cute. He's dreamy. Oh wow, never? Wow, completely forgot Chip's Japanese voice is actually quite high pitched. Huh. Also, purple skies. I like purple skies. Like that nice purple and pink gradient. Ooh, beautiful. Chip is being sus. And then here's the twist. At least not yet. But there is foreshadowing, I like that. Dun dun dun! It's not Chip. Ah. AnimeKawaiiChan says, I always love how the picture just gently falls and reveals the twist. 10 out of 10, great shot. Yeah! It really is. And again, you don't need to do anything too heavy. Like, you don't need to be that deep in terms of story. You don't have to go through certain topics. You don't even need to have that much dialogue. But this is already doing the job so well. I love the expressions. Oh, poor Chip. Night the Werehawk. Such a beautiful show. Or shot. Such a beautiful shot. And that brought me back. Good times, good times. Yeah, I guess. Okay, we have reached the 2-hour mark. Let me think. What am I grateful for? I want to say something related to this shot. Okay, yes. Now I got back my train of thought. Okay. The thing that I'm grateful for right now, especially after looking at this, is that nowadays we have a lot more, Sonic shots, non-game related media. Yeah, because again, 2000s, you only have Sonic X, you have this, and then that's about it. I don't remember any other cartoons that came out during that time. But then now you have Sonic Mania Adventures, you have the Team Sonic Racing animation, you have Chow in Space. Something that I never thought would actually happen, but lo and behold, we did it. Or rather, Sega did it, and it's like, whoa, okay. Sonic and Friends, the TikTok shorts. Yeah, it's just been a good time for Sonic fans, not gonna lie. So yeah, I am grateful for that. Just gonna put that on my list before we continue on. Yeah, like thinking about it now, it's not every day that you get to see like game series that has non-game related media attached to them, like Mario, because pretty big name. Despite that, he only has a cartoon that was in the 80s, 90s, around that time. A live action film that didn't really go that well. And what else? Yeah, and the modern movie. That's about it. Yeah, but besides that, I can't think of any other properties that have that. Oh yeah, Pokemon. Pokemon has a ever popular anime. And a few, okay, not even a few. There is a lot of animations, shorts, movies with Pokemon. So yeah, that's also pretty high contender. Yeah, but Zelda, you don't have that. You don't have that with Fire Emblem. You don't have that with Kirby. Kirby has an anime, so at least there's something there. Final Fantasy, I guess. Yeah, I guess there's a few films, shorts associated with it. Yeah, but to reach to that certain point where it can be expected like, oh man, they are really treating us well tonight with all these like, with all these shows, animations, stuff like that. Yeah, like it's certainly quite rare. But yeah, so actually this is it for my picks. But of course, it is a sharing session. The question I'll always ask is, what about you guys? So thankfully you guys have have given some picks of your own. So first up we have ahadowblade, who you guys might probably remember from the comfort music sharing session. Yeah, he okay, don't assume. They they contributed a bit with their choices. So yeah, we did talk a little bit in the Reddit post, a little bit of back and forth. So I mentioned that I'm going to be doing this stream as well. So yeah, they also graciously introduced me to this YouTube channel, Big Stack D, or is it fair to call it Big Stacked? Yeah, so he does a lot of metal melting ASMR type of stuff, which I think is pretty cool. Considering I have been dealing with metals quite recently. Not gonna go into too much detail, just know that I have been getting involved with metals for some time. So yeah, this actually got me quite interested. So yeah, just gonna share a little bit more before we, before I show you guys a little bit of a snippet on what he does. So yeah, he's been doing YouTube content from shorts to hour-long videos, and I have to say, because it is an ASMR, there's no dialogue, no talking, and it is a hobby type of channel. It is very relaxing. You just see the guy do his work. Working on metals. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, like he melts the metals from whatever scrap that he can find, pour them into the molds, and then show the final product and do a bit of cleanup here and there. So it is very, very relaxing. I've watched a few of the videos just to check it out. But the things that he has done is like, whoa, that is so cool. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a sample because 1 hour video, I don't think I can pull it off. So yeah, just gonna show a little bit. So yeah, it feels very... what's the word? Oh wait, let me just tone down the music. Okay, yeah, it feels very raw. Like, shows you the surroundings, shows you what he's gonna do, what's the plan. Yeah, and he communicates through subtitles. So yeah, it feels quite non-disruptive. So yeah, gonna do a little metal burger, a full metal burger. Yeah, but bigger from this one. Yeah, also nice to see his collection. Yeah, so it's pretty cool, yeah, so you get to see him at work. Also, let me check. Okay, this is normal speed. Also, thanks for the water parade, appreciate it. Yeah, drink up guys, drink up, hydrate yourselves. Oh, this is cool. I love ASMR content like this, right? This is pretty interesting. Like, I'll admit, I have watched ASMR content now and then, especially regarding a certain someone. Yeah, but there's a certain level of admiration because it's not easy. Like, you have to control your volume, your surroundings to make it appealing. And why do I know this? Because well, a certain someone has been trying to practice. So yeah, I can definitely see the work that goes into it. Yeah, so it's raw in a way that you see the entire process. Like, it's not just him working constantly on the tools. But no, it still feels a bit more slice of life kind of thing. You see him moving, you see him walking around, driving in the car, get distracted by a cat. Where is the cat? Somewhere, I don't know. Yeah, then work on the tools. You get to hear the authentic sounds. That cat wanted a shout out. Poor cat. Ah, it's 1 minute of fame gone. Yeah, it feels pretty raw, So yeah, just gonna fast forward a little bit. Okay, now this one feels, low speed while waiting for, the metal to melt. Yeah, these are things that I don't think I'll ever get to experience in real life. But just being able to see this is quite enlightening. AnimeCawaiiChan says, I love watching these videos when I'm also doing work as well. Makes me feel like I'm working with someone and staying productive. Yeah, it kind of does. Oh, maybe I should start doing this as well. Yeah, like for me, the stuff that I watch / listen to when I'm doing work, well, it's usually either YouTube video essays, anime, dubbed so that, you know, I don't go cross-eyed. And yeah, my streams from my friends. Yeah, maybe I should add ASMR content into the mix. Especially when it's involving stuff relating to work. Also, that is so scenic. Okay, let's see. Is he gonna put it together? Oh wait, this looks cool. The Devil Forge. Man, I can imagine it being very hot. Yeah, because obviously when you want to melt metal, yeah, you need a lot of fire. But to put it there like for a long period of time, the gas bill must be quite crazy. Also burp. I love you, burp. So random, I like it. Oh. Nice magpie. Grumpy mean crow. What a majestic creature. Oh, okay. Coins. Let's see that. Like, dang, look at that molten silver. I think it's silver. It could be another metal, I don't know. Yeah, aside that, yes, I need to watch the entire video. Because I'm pretty sure he might have mentioned what metal is it exactly. Like, it is possible to make a non-silver metal coin. But yeah, just want to be sure. Ooh. That sound. Satisfying. Okay. I know, looking at the shape, it does make me think of a fidget spinner. A very big fidget spinner. But I know that is not the case. But yeah, these coins look so clean. But yeah, I believe it's around the 1 hour mark. Then yeah, that's when he puts together the burger. Okay, but he also shows us an actual burger. Man, I wasn't expecting this. Okay, now I'm hungry. Okay, so apparently it's not Burger King, it's Hungry Jack's. Huh. The torture. AnimeCawaiiChan, you and me both. Yeah, apparently Hungry Jack's is another brand name, I guess. Still, I'll eat it. I would love to too. Unfortunately, I can't eat beef, so I'm like, pain. But a burger will sound nice. Okay, so I believe he's making the cheese, I guess. Yep. Oh, I like the sounds, like when he's like tapping the metal. Oh, look at that color. Look at that color forming. Okay, what's happening here? I have no idea what's happening here, by the way. I think it's the buffing machine. Yeah, so basically the buffing machine smoothens out the scratches and stuff like that. Makes it more smooth, more clean, and shiny. Yeah, man got his cheese. Yeah, let's fast forward a bit more. Oh, that's smack. Okay, putting the cheese, putting the patty. That sound. And then finally, gonna put. Oh, we still have more. Okay, okay. Oh, I love the designs. Some coins are for the safe. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. She's a bloody ugly burger. Hey. That's a majestic looking burger. Look at that. Like, dang, I can appreciate the texture. Okay. I'm not sure about the... Oh, okay, the value. Okay, hold up. Let me just check. Okay, X. Okay, I'm not sure whether you guys can see this. So different currencies. If you guys are interested, I think you guys can zoom in and see which one matches yours. I'm looking at Singapore's right now. Wait, hold on. There is no way that is $92. Okay, there we go. Okay, much closer look. $92, wow. Okay. Let's see, for the US, 69. Huh. Okay, euros is 66. Pounds is 55. Dang. Okay, good to know. Also, that cute notebook. Man, collection looks so cool. But yeah, that obviously I can't really show everything, but yeah, that's a little bit of a sample for you guys. But man, that was pretty cool. Need to really look into this. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So next up we have AnimeKawaiiChan's pick actually. So yeah, this is hold on. There we go. Alright, we got Here Comes the Cat. It's an animated short back in 1992. It was originally a children's picture book by apologies if I butchered the name, Frank Ash, who's the author, and Vladimir Vagin, who illustrated the children's book. So it got adapted by Western Woods Studios. And yeah, it is a short, about 10-11-ish minutes. Yeah, so experimental animation is for children, but the animation is quite surreal, a bit dreamlike, a bit repetitive, in a good way of course. It is a style. It's also part of the story. Slightly psychedelic, but also surprisingly deep. So yeah, premise is that a group of mice are panicking upon learning Here Comes the Cat. So yeah, let's check it out. Oh wait, oh yeah, AnimeKawaiiChan's comment. So, okay, as a child, this was one of my comfort shots. I just recall being at the edge of my seat and then a big wave of relief. You'll see why once you watch it. Yes, yes indeed. So yes, this one I'm gonna show the entire thing. Hopefully we don't get bonked. So yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, so that's the original children's book, and this is the title card. Man, makes me feel nostalgic when I'm watching these kind of shots. Like, just the general art style. Also, I like the shading because it really does feel like it's from a children's book. Like the coloring, the rendering. Ooh. Also, I'm noticing something that I will bring up, but I'm not going to bring it up now. It's just something that I just saw. But I have a feeling if I bring it up, you guys can't unsee it. But man, I miss looking at these kind of animations. Makes me feel like a kid again, even though I've never watched this before. Yeah, like I'm thinking, maybe this is probably at like, you know, in certain TV shows, like, you know, like those old edutainment shows, like maybe something like Sesame Street. Yeah, where they can occasionally show some different animations. I'm wondering if this was showed somewhere. Fly, bird, fly! Oh, that's a beautiful painting within a beautiful painting. Paintingception.
Here comes the cat.
Here comes the cat. And now, panic. Also, nowadays, whenever I look at a cat shadow, I can't stop thinking about that meme. You know, the one where there's someone who's like squatting down, posing, and then the shadow will show a cat. Yeah, no, I can't stop thinking about that for... Well, at least for now. I think it will eventually move on.
Here comes the cat.
The cat. Whoa, 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 speeding! I'm pretty sure a speeding train is quite dangerous. There is a PSA, don't do that. Unless you really, really have to. Well, I guess in that case, probably.
Here comes the cat.
Okay, that one felt a bit sudden. Surprise military helmet. Ooh. Also, props to the music. I like the music. Say it. Man, they need a PA system. Yeah, can you imagine like just being that one guy who constantly has to go around everywhere in, you know, in the area, telling everyone that there's a cat. Yeah, poor guy, poor guy. Run, run, run! Ooh, I like how the clouds are animated. Is he gonna say the line? Not gonna lie, when he was falling, I thought that he was gonna say that. Okay, look, I'm pretty sure the cat won't swim. It's okay. AnimeKawaiiChan says, I'm working at the moment, but I hear everything and I can just see play in my head. Hey! I love how the fish underwater understand to flee. I think they're used to it.
Here comes the cat! Here comes the cat!
Here comes the cat! Okay, why is he stopping? Oh, right. Again, they live in a town with modern technology. You would think that it will be okay to set up a PA system somewhere.
Here comes the cat!
Yeah, instead of rely on this one guy to to announce to everyone. Oh god, not, oh no, not the hospital too. Oh, okay, that one is dangerous. Oh. Suspense. Here comes the cat. Cat's gonna pick up the pacifier. Hi, cat. And giant cheese. Cat brings offering. Aw, so sweet. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of rats. Hold up, hold up. Hold up, I just realized something. Sorry. I forgot that there's a pocket saw. Oh. I would like that. Very useful. Oh man, that cheese looks so beautiful. But yay, everyone's happy, everyone got their cheese. So I guess the cat is just a delivery cat. Aww. Aww, so cute. The cat gets to sleep. Oh my gosh. Look at that rendering. So picturesque. It's nice to see them, you know, actually sort of give thanks to the cat as well. Yeah, they are helping it groom. Let it rest. They're not afraid anymore. That's nice. AnimeKawaiiChan says, I always wanted to eat the cheese as a kid. Dude, same here. Like, not gonna lie, whenever I see cheese in cartoons, I always wanted to try it out. Like, you know, like those giant triangular pieces? Yeah, but no, we only have cheese slices, or cream cheese, or melted cheese, mozzarella. Yeah, I wanted something different, something bigger, something more solid. Yeah, I would like to try that one day. You gave us cheese, we shall give you milk. Oh, but this cat is so docile, I like it. And a new day. What's gonna happen? I'm still thinking, how did they animate this cat? Because it was in 1992. So it's not like they can do this kind of shading like digitally. So did they really do all of this frame by frame? Including the shading. But still quite cute. I like it. Well, this is an adorable shot. The visuals are just beautiful. Music also sells it. But dang, man. I like the story too. I mean, for a children's book. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And it actually gives a message too. Like the message is, you know, don't jump to conclusions. Yeah, because turns out, yeah, here comes a cat, but you know, here comes a cat with cheese. Totally not hostile. So that's great. Although, okay, this is me ignoring the fact that it's a children's book. When I first saw this, yesterday I think, yeah, I did think to myself like, okay, the cat is gonna bring cheese to the mice. He's gonna fatten them, and then the cat's gonna have a very good meal. But turns out no, that's not the case. I'm like, okay, right, this is a children's book. They won't go there, so I'm like, okay, that's good, that's great. But yeah, that's a very nice shot. Really appreciate it. Thanks for sharing, AnimeChan. Thank you. Man, this does make me feel like a kid again. Man, I miss this kind of animations. Like, it feels traditional. I mean, like, but judging by the look of it, it does have that feel to it. Like, yeah, everything looks like a traditional painting. Yeah, but to see it move, to see it animated, man, it's been years since I've seen something like that. But yeah, okay. Here comes a moment that kind of got me to notice it. And if you guys want to hear it, just mute me for a few seconds, like maybe 30 seconds, so that you won't hear me bringing it up. Or heck, maybe even scroll down the window. Because this is something that got me to notice it. And I'm like, wait a minute. That look a bit odd. Let me see, can I pause at this frame? Okay. So, did you guys notice anything about this frame? Like, it's nothing major, it's just something small that I just happen to see. Okay, let me just catch a quick sip while I give you guys a few seconds to figure it out. Okay, so when I saw this frame, I'm like, okay, the mouse is working out. And then I saw this. I'm like, wait a minute. That doesn't seem right. I'm like, yeah, poor guy wasn't drawn completely. So, yeah, part of him got cut off. So, it's a very minor nitpick. But yeah, it's just something that I saw. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't seem right. And now everyone sees it. Oh no, I do apologize for that. AnimeChan says, I'm glad you like the shot. I always laugh my butt off when the hospital was fleeing for their lives. I'm like, yeah, you got to see them in cars. Like, these people shouldn't be moving. But I guess they can now, question mark. But yeah, that's just a very minor nitpick. either way, I still love this shot. I still love this choice. It looks great. The story is simple. Comedy, yeah, comedy looks pretty solid. Got me to chuckle a few points. Man, I should really show this to my younger relatives. I think they will enjoy this. Yeah, because like thinking about it now, like the only content that they have been watching right now, you know, is pretty samey. So it'd be nice to give them something, you know, a bit more visually distinct. Also, the fact that it has a lesson at the end of the shot, pretty cool, pretty nice. So yeah, thanks again, AnimeChan, appreciate it. Okay, then next up we have yes, here comes the cat. Okay, cat. Okay, there we go. Alright, so next up we have is actually KingNioh. Thank you, KingNioh. Okay, so we have Red vs. Blue, a show that I never really got to watch, but I've heard good things about it. So KingNioh says, this show was a great source of comfort to me and played a major role in shaping my sense of humor as I was growing up. This particular episode was, without a doubt, the funniest and coolest thing I've ever seen at the time. I highly recommend the show. Alright, that's pretty cool. Yeah, let me just play the music again. Yep. Alright, so for those who are not familiar with Red vs. Blue, so this is actually a web series made in 2003, so that was a while back. Yeah, and it actually ran for 18 seasons. I didn't realize it ran for that long. Like, again, I have heard of this show, just never got into it because never got experience with Halo, yeah, which is what this is based off of. So it's made by Rooster Teeth, created by Bernie Burns. It's a comedy, sci-fi, action parody. Yeah, so it's, the term is machinima. So it's animation made using a game engine. Yeah, so yeah, you guys can see like these are, you know, the models for Halo, and it's animated using the game engine. So yeah, this was back in the very early days. It's actually pretty revolutionary, like how they animated the characters. It's quite cool, which I will show you guys later because yeah, KingNioh actually sent us a clip, so yeah, we will check it out later. Yeah, and the story itself, this is what I got from researching it, you know, from a few other clips. So what I got is that it's pretty starky. I've seen a lot of people, you know, quote it, so it's quite quotable, and a bit of like that absurd humor type of comedy, but it does have like a few emotional and deep moments. Yes, so you can definitely see why this show will have like 18 seasons. There is a pretty involved story happening. So the premise is two teams of soldiers, the red and blue teams, are stationed in a canyon with no clear mission or purpose. So yeah, with that premise, yeah, you might be wondering, okay, what is gonna happen, you know, as we go on. So it's a very long show, so I myself can't say much about it, which hopefully maybe I might be able to catch up on it soon. But yeah, KingNioh sent us a clip, so yes, let's check it out. Also, I didn't realize that this has a DVD box set. I didn't realize that.
Security breach. Level Alpha. All personnel report for duty. This is not a drill.
Run! Oh crap! Where is she? I don't want to die!
Sheila, we have to help them.
Help who?
The Reds! Texas attacking them. We have to stop her.
Stop Agent Texas? Oh no.
Yeah, so with this kind of animation, it is again made using the game engine.
Simulation test.
So for lack of a better term, it does have that certain level of jank, but it's in a positive way. It's a stylistic choice.
We need to keep moving, man. Come on, double time. Hell, I'd settle for single time.
Maybe we should just fight. I'm afraid she's gonna start picking us off one by one.
Oof. Oh. Yeah, and the sound mixing. I like the sound mixing because Yeah, if you can feel every crunch, every punch, every metal clanking, and that is effort.
Ow! That computer won't let me. She's mean. This place is filled with these ladies.
Push some buttons. I don't know.
Buttons. Oh man, I love buttons. Beep bop.
Beep bop boop.
Wow. That actually worked perfectly. Thanks.
Great. How the heck did I do that? Hey Simmons.
How
what the
did
hell
you
is
do
going
that?
on in there?
Gotta help us. Do you know how to use that thing?
My sword?
Also, I like how the games, not the games, the guns are switched out.
Sword, dude. It's not
It still
a
reminds you that yes, it is still a game. Ooh, look at those camera angles, camera movements. Ooh. Oh. All right, I forgot that was a thing.
Hey, sweet cheeks.
Oh.
Remember me? Step away from the idiot.
Oh, that slow dynamic walk.
Oh God, please don't let her see me.
Oh.
Hey, I saved Tucker. Oh wait, I saved Tucker. Caboose, what are you doing?
Okay, I actually didn't catch that. What did you say?
I'm supposed to distract her for him.
You ratted me out, you son of a bitch.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Oh. Oh, that was smart.
That was awesome.
Oh.
Can we use turrets on her or some exploding fiery thing?
Okay, that sequence was actually quite smart. Him using like that little teleporting screen.
What do we do, Sarge?
I don't know. I've never had
That's
a girl in my life.
choreography.
I noticed. Try harder.
Ooh, ooh. Yup, he definitely planned this all out.
Private Griff, you should be ashamed of yourself. We've run out of ammo again. That's your responsibility.
I guess it's the first time my laziness has ever saved my.
Ooh.
Protect me.
Oh no!
You watch.
Oh man.
You idiot.
I thought that.
Show you how it's done.
Ooh.
Nice demonstration, Sarge.
Yeah, I like that snark.
Hey, Caboose! Remember when I said not to help me? Forget that! I need you to help me! Right now! What holds up that crate?
Mechanical controls are on the left side of the console.
Hello.
I can't believe that worked!
No, it didn't.
Fuck, that didn't work!
I knew that would not work. Agent Tex is a bit of a badass.
Yeah, he is. Man lifting a crate.
Don't worry, guys, I got this!
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, fuck berries. Tex, can you please...
Oh.
Alright, you know
Mission
what?
failed
Tex?
successfully, boys.
Oh, thank God. Thought I was a goner. Sarge, where are you?
What happened? I feel defeated. Inexplicably rejuvenated.
Yeah, healing kits. I think those are what they're called. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, ready to go. Ah.
What's the matter, Tex? You having trouble keeping it up? Don't worry, it happens to everybody. Well, not me, but...
That rocket launcher is one of the older models, right?
Yeah.
That means it's got heat seeking. Now lock on and let her rip.
Oh, right.
So wait, the newer model doesn't have that?
Bitch!
Oh, hello.
Damn it, I hate this black stuff. What the hell is it? There she is. Huh?
Uh-oh.
Wait, guys.
Ow, fuck! I'm taking you, but not the one you're fighting. Leave me the fuck alone. It's hard.
Why are you hitting me? I'm not back.
Sarge, hold on.
Yeah,
hold on.
like can't you guys tell by the voice?
Not Tex.
See, I told you. Oh.
Why'd you do that?
I just like it when they do that.
Ah! Hey, watch it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't fall in the...
Oh.
Hold still,
Oh.
I can see her. She's right over there by the other... Uh-oh. Griff, I see her.
Oh, why?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, crap.
Why not? Why they?
Oh, wow.
Why is it always aiming for the dick?
Not even gonna buy dinner. Oh, I like your style.
Simmons, what are you waiting for?
They look the same. Which one do I shoot?
Ow, shoot the one who's winning, dumbass.
Griff, watch it.
Oh no. Oh. Ooh.
Well, knock the black right off you.
That's racist.
You're all clear, Simmons. Now shoot her.
Boom! Nope. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Are you fucking kidding
Look at that flip. Oh, oh, nice! Punch in a row. So if that happens so many times, yeah, I will be afraid too. Uh-oh. Eh, what's happening here? Ooh, why?
Why won't you just kill me? Hey, Tex.
Bonk.
How about you pick on somebody your own size?
Oh, oh. Guess we'll find out. Probably not today. But hey, that was pretty cool. Also, who was that? Who is that? Ayo, it is Satan 7744. Even the devil loves a cozy chat for charity. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. Oh man, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, that was Red versus Blue. Okay, so this is Season 8. Tex fights Reds and Blues in awesome action sequence. And I have to say, it is pretty dang awesome. That was... Yeah, I love the dynamic camera movements. The dialogue between the characters is also pretty charming. But I have to say, it is... There is that snark, there is that a bit of edgy humor because, yeah, for that specific setting, makes sense. And I would like to think it's also, you know, the writing of its time. So, not sure if that's actually the case. Maybe I'm not thinking too hard into it. But yeah, that was pretty neat, pretty awesome. So yeah, KingNioh, thank you. Thanks for sharing this with us. Really appreciate it. Okay. Guess this gives me more incentive to check out Red versus Blue. And who knows, maybe it might get me to Halo, but we'll see. Okay, next up we have, yes. Oh wait, the music's about to stop, so let me just try that again. Okay, so last up on our list, we have The Disastrous Life of Saiki K. So this is an anime, it ran for 2 seasons with a special and Netflix continuation. Ran from 2016 to 2019. It was originally a manga by Shuichi Aso, anime by JC Staff and Egg Firm, directed by Hiroaki Sakurai. Alright, so this... Okay, sorry, let me just catch a quick sip before we continue. Also, we've reached the 3-hour mark, so let me think of what am I grateful for. What's another thing I can be grateful for? Let me think. Okay, there's something that's appearing to me. Okay, I think I got it. I'm grateful for the existence of the genre of machinima, because back then it used to be game is game, video is video. But now we have a situation where, you know, assets from the games can be turned into a video, right? If that makes any sense. Like, it's a nice marriage between the two mediums. Yeah, so I guess I like that, because I may not have grew up watching Red versus Blue, but I've definitely watched a lot of Sonic for Hire, a few Pokemon shots as well. I believe that was made by Dockley. Yeah, I think that was made by Dockley. Yeah, like they used sprites from the Pokemon games and they animated it in that way to tell the story. There's also what are Machinima related shows? Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII Machina Bridge. That is also pretty solid. We'll also recommend checking that one out. Yeah, so I guess I'm grateful for the existence of Machinima as a concept. I don't know if it's still as prominent as it was back then, because I know back when there was a dedicated Machinima channel. Yeah, those kinds of videos were like on the rage, but now I don't see as much. Only half of it is because maybe I just branch out to other types of content, but yeah, maybe I just haven't been seeing as much. Yeah, but if you guys have any recommendations, just feel free to yeah, let me know. Okay, anyway, sorry. Yes, so yeah, I realized I went off on the tangent. So yeah, let me just repeat myself. Yeah, because I am going to be clipping individually, so yeah, you know, only fair that I focus on that topic while you know, talk about the show. So okay, so next up we have The Disastrous Life of Saiki K. This is an anime from 2016 to 2019, ran for 2 seasons with a special and a Netflix continuation. Manga by Shuichi Aso, anime by DC Staff and Egg Firm, directed by Hiroaki Sakurai. So this was recommended by angelic-demon-ashton, who says, "For me, I think it's The Disastrous Life of Saiki K. It's a gag anime but with superpowers in the mix. It sort of gives me a bit of escapism but also makes me laugh, and I've watched it so many times that I can focus more on the artwork than on the subtitles." I know you didn't ask for music, but I can't not mention these two, which immediately makes my body relax and puts my mind at ease. Blue and Grey by BTS and The Truth Untold featuring Steve Aoki by BTS. Ah, okay. We got some music over here. Alright. That's interesting. Hope you have a good stream. Ah, thank you. Well, I guess we can... let me think. Okay. I mean, since this is the only one that, you know, brought up music, and, you know, since it wasn't that far off from doing the comfort music sharing session, I guess we can bend the rules just a little bit. So yeah, let's, yeah, we can check these two out later on. So yeah, let's talk more about the show then. Okay, so this is a comedy supernatural slice of life. I've read a little bit of the manga. I never really got the chance to watch the show, but I know it exists. So the premise is it's about a high school student born with insane psychic powers, wants nothing more than a normal life, but all these weirdos around him, yeah, not making that possible. So yeah, it's a very fast-paced, punchy, gag-filled show with the occasional 4-4 breaks. So yeah, it's quite a chaotic show. But yeah, let me check my notes. Yeah, also each episode is segmented into like bite-sized scenarios, and it's from the ones that I've read. Again, I've only read a little bit of the manga. From the parts that I read, it's like, dang, this guy cannot catch a break. But it is a pretty chaotic show that just allows you to just laugh and not worry too much about things. So yeah, I can definitely see why this is you know, a form of comfort for some people, especially you know, when it comes to the topics of escapism. Yeah, you know, sometimes we just want a little break, and that's okay, and I can accept that. Heck, I will indulge in it too. So yeah, we are on the same boat. But yeah, I have prepared the trailer, so yeah, we can take a look. Let me just close this over here, and then we can check this out. Ooh.
When you have supernatural powers, the impossible becomes possible.
Also, unfortunately, I can only find the dub.
My name is Kusuo Saiki, and I have psychic superpowers.
Look at that. So cool, so smooth.
My ability to manipulate fire. Better hide the evidence. He saw.
Also, interesting thing to note. This guy never opens his mouth to talk. He just communicates through telepathy. Telepathy, yeah.
Remarkably as possible. That's the challenge.
The plane's gonna crash in the water!
What a pain. How am I gonna get out of this one?
Also, that's his default expression. I barely see him in any other expressions. And you know what? Mood. When you're dealing with these guys, yeah, mood. Oh yeah, that's a Disastrous Life of Saiki K. I would say I would love to watch the show, but apparently it's like 120 episodes. But then again, I have watched longer, so yeah, I might consider binging this. This looks pretty cool. I haven't seen anything related to this since I graduated from poly, so that was 7-8 years ago. Yeah, 7-8 years ago. But it's like 3 minutes an episode. Right. That is true. Yeah, so essentially it's like what? Okay. 3 minutes an episode. Divide that by 60. Wait, no, not divide by 60. Okay, in 1 hour, I will have finished 20 episodes. My brain is lagging. I swear I can do math. Hey, and also Savvy Silly, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so I guess within an hour I can finish 20 episodes. So 4 hours? 4 hours should be okay. Wait, no, 6. 6 hours. Yeah, I think we'll be about to. I think we're about there. 6, 7, 8, 6 to 8 hours, including breaks, the special, the continuation. Yeah, I think I can do that. And who knows? But yeah, it looks pretty interesting though. Yeah, I should give it a try. But having said that, we are not done with angelic-demon-ashton's sharing just yet. Yeah, we can check out the music that they shared. Let me see if I can go back. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's Blue and Grey by BTS and The Truth Untold. Okay, considering it's BTS, hopefully I don't get bonked. So okay, I guess we are having a comfort music sharing session 2.5. So yeah, let's check it out. Okay, let me what's the song called again? Okay, Blue and Grey by BTS. Okay, so similar to what we did in the previous session, yeah, gonna play 15 to 30 seconds of the song, and then I will hopefully try to come up with some thoughts. Yeah, but if you guys have any thoughts as well, please feel free to share. Okay, bye ads.
Grinding. My dentist.
Where's my angel? 하루의 끝을 들리운 Someone come and save me please 지친 하루의 한숨뿐 사람들은 다 행복한가.
Okay, pretty gentle. Lyrics are, or should I say the vocals? The vocals are, you can tell that there's a lot of emotion. Pretty strong. Seems a bit like a pleading kind of tone, which guessing by the lyrics, it makes sense. Well, until it reaches Suga's portion. Like there's a little bit of pleading, but it's, I guess his deep voice, you know, sort sort of alleviated that. Like the rap. Did someone knock their mic? Sorry, I heard that sound. I'm like, oh wait, no, it's okay. It's probably like thunderclouds. Might have been part of the song. Or is it a heartbeat? Oh man, this line I can relate. I just want to be happier. Is this a big greed? Is it so wrong to be happy? Okay, getting winter vibes because of the lyric. Wonder if that's the case for the MV. It's not okay. It's not okay. Ooh. Approaching grey rhinoceros. I'm not standing there without focus. Nice line. Ooh, now it's getting powerful. I'm feeling the intensity right now. By the way guys, I just want to preface this by saying I don't know anything about BTS, so I'm not sure whether is this their usual style or is this just something special. I don't know. But I have to say, it does sound very nice. I like the ups and downs of this song. Slow, reflective. I just want to be happier. Is that too greedy? Oh man, that line is so hard. Yeah, sometimes I think some of us will feel that way too. Okay, that line... Huh? I secretly picked up a horse in the air, and now I'm falling asleep. Good night. And now I'm feeling sore throat. Then it's Strepsils. But okay, that was nice. Gentle, and then it gets strong, getting intense. And then the mellowness comes in again. I like it. I like this song. Good taste. Okay, what's the other song? The Truth Untold. Okay. Yes. Okay, it's another slow song, pretty emotional. Ooh, I have to say I actually like Jin's voice. Man's hitting the high notes. Oh, Jimin too. Okay, pretty powerful. Okay, this lyric also hits quite hard. I can't show you a rundown part of myself. I wear a mask again and go to see you. Ooh, relatable. Okay, so something about putting on a mask for this person, but then it's hurting them inside. As much as they want to remove the mask, they can't do it. Like they are afraid to show their true self. Man, why is this hitting so hard? I'm feeling it right now. And then the mask they show is a much more idealized version of themselves. Yes. Man, this is painful. I meant that in a positive way, by the way. Yeah, I can feel it. But dang, it hurts. It really hurts. Oh no. And Castle that's left alone looking at the broken mask. Interesting. Oh. You guys can't see it, but I am swaying my arms. I am doing the thing. These are powerful lyrics. Man, I never thought I would be able to hear a BTS song on stream, but dang, this is a powerful song. It makes me want to cry. Oh. Cry in a good way, don't worry. I appreciate this sharing. Ah man, angelic-demon-ashton, thank you. Really appreciate it. But yeah, but besides that, I think that is actually it. Yeah, well, we've completed our sharing session actually. So yeah, once again, this has been quite the experience. Never thought that we'll be able to do this. Because it's only thanks to you guys donating together as a community that I had this, to work on. So yeah, this was pretty enjoyable and wouldn't change it for the world, Yeah, so let me just do a quick check on the sheet, whether did anyone's requested for anything. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up the image up just to make sure that I don't miss anything. Let's see any responses. Nope, don't think so. Okay, so yeah, considering that it's now the 31st of May, yes, we're gonna be deciding what my next redeem will be and what's the next game that I'm gonna play. So yeah, let me just check what are the responses. It's, where is it? Okay, so yes, I'm gonna summon another wheel and I'm gonna write the choices here. Oh wait, no, should I? Because I'm gonna have another stream tomorrow, just so that you guys still have time to put in more suggestions. Yeah, currently we only have the 2. So yeah, if you guys want to, you can throw in more suggestions. Yeah, and I should make another dedicated announcement just so that don't say that I didn't give you guys a heads up. Yeah, I think that can work. Yeah, so let's do that. Juice is procrastinating. Yes, he is. Okay. Then yeah, I guess that is it. Let me see. Anything that I'm missing? Nope, doesn't look like it. So okay, then yeah, currently the time is 1:40 a.m. So yeah, let's go find someone to raid before we call it a wrap. Oh yeah, just a heads up for you guys. So tomorrow's stream will be at 10 p.m. Singapore timing. We are gonna be doing the cozy karaoke. And yeah, I'm still nervous. I'm not sure whether will I be able to, pull off the songs. I have made a playlist. I'm just hoping that my voice will be too dead. I should be able to sing. If not, then I will let you guys know. I will let you guys know as soon as I can. But yeah, with that said, the following weeks, I'm not sure what am I gonna do. I know that I want to at least settle the community goals as soon as I can. And then prepare for Sonic Month and also finish up the the incentives and redeems. Make sure that I'll at least try to make sure that things are moving, because if I leave it hanging, it won't be good, so hopefully we can get that done. But there might be lesser streams for the next month, so just a heads up for you guys. But with that said, let's see who is online right now. Let's see. Let me check. Silence. Let me just play some music. There we go. Okay, let's see. Is anyone up? I mean, we can always raid out to Risu. I think that should be okay. Because Ayu has been playing Knights for quite some time, so I'm actually not sure are they gonna wrap up soon or nah. But I think they're still going on. So okay, we can do that. So let's raid out to Risu. Alright guys, let's send some love and support, and I think we should be okay. Yes, I think so. Okay. Okay, that was a cutscene. Alright, just making sure. Okay, so I will see you guys again. Wait, hold on. Okay, so we're gonna raid out to Risu. We're gonna we will see each other tomorrow, 10 p.m. Singapore timing. If you guys are up for karaoke, then yay, question mark. Hope to see you guys there regardless. And if you guys have any suggestions for what song to sing, please feel free. I will do my best. So yes, with that said, I will see you guys again tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of the day / evening. Meanwhile, please drink lots of water, get plenty of rest, and I will see you guys again soon. Alright, it's a wrap. Bye!